bartend. Running red lights, hop on the 10. I'm the one hanging on the rim, you know.
Ain't no referee, but my niggas all official. Faded in the function, about to give your girl an issue. Never been a lame, but these rappers hella foo-foo. You ain't take no losses, you ain't been what I've been through. Up to no good, I was raised.
Yo, what's going on? It's the Backcourt, Ep.1, new
what's
podcast.
What's up?
It's your boy Ryan Escobar.
It's Young T.
Young T. You know, we on a new, doing our own thing right now. Got something new started. We jumping back into the podcast, we gonna be interviewing hoopers all alike, you know what I mean? Tall, short, black, white, men, women, pros.
Real hoopers only though. Not none of this fake Instagram between the legs.
None of that shit.
And,
No and one Instagram hoopers will be interviewed. But for our first episode, man, we had to keep it true. You know what I mean? Holla at our big homie, Eugene, from the Bigs. You might have seen him online. You know what I mean? We always trying to support, reshare stuff. He's got some real good interviews lately. D-Rose, had the KD.
Official insider.
To
original
Chicago
man.
sports.
Doing this thing, man.
You know what I mean? Just not hoop, but Chicago sports in general. So, Gene, what's the word, man?
It's all good, man. Y'all already know. If you need me, just holler at me, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I see y'all always retweeting and liking the demos, so we all we got. So if we don't report this shit, it ain't, it ain't official. So I appreciate y'all.
Oh, no, man. What y'all got is real tight. You and Terrence, If everybody don't know, follow y'all. It's the Bigs, on all the socials. But y'all got that real grassroots. Y'all asking the questions that the real people want to know. You know what I'm saying? It's not about like y'all not on the fake shit. You know what I mean? Y'all keeping it real. Y'all keeping it real true. So it's always good. I'm always want to know who y'all gonna interview after the games, all that type of stuff, because it's like that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying?
No fluff, man. We don't want to hear that fluff, that same old stuff that they are. That it sounds like they were taught.
Right?
Like, and we always tell people, like, if y'all want to know something, just hit me up and I ask them straight up like that. Like, that's what we hit. My tagline for the Bigs when we first came, it was the voice of the people for the people, but most importantly, by the people, man. It's like, it ain't no the Bigs without y'all. So if y'all want to know something about Jim Boylan, or if y'all want to ask Zach LaVine something, that's what I'm here for. Hit me up and I will ask him verbatim. Like, whatever you want to know, I'll ask him.
Well, and I see the players even react to you differently. Like I watched when D-Rose came back to town or whatever. It's just like, you could speak their language. Sometimes it's like they just be in regular work mode, but then when you talk to them, you could just see their whole expression change. Like, oh, okay, thank God I'm not dealing with these same journalists that I got to deal with on a regular basis who don't care nothing about me.
Never picked up the rock, who'd never been on a team, who couldn't catch a cold. You know what I'm saying? I hate people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Brian Windhorst type of guys. Even though, them guys are good at what they do, but it's like, nah, man, I'm not going off that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They let their guard down when they see the brothers, man. So that's always like you said, we relate in a whole different way. Plus, we don't we've carved our own niche, so we don't really, like the Root said, never do what they do. So we approach the situation in a whole different manner. Shout out to the Bulls. They tried to play the Bigs. They tried to make some rules at training camp media day. They made 2 new rules, which the rest of the media, they peeped it in the door. They said, oh, these are rules for the Bigs. Because
what was the rules?
Man, something about not standing outside the media room, because like what we would do after the games, they had so those locker rooms are really small.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So just say, for instance, LeBron, when the Lakers are in town, LeBron and AD. So it's like, imagine how many reporters are around LeBron's locker. Yeah. So there's no way that you can get to LeBron. Yeah. So what we do is wait outside the locker room, and then when they come out, I would say, hey, like the KD interview y'all saw. We waited on KD to come out. KD walked out the locker room. I said, hey, KD, you got a minute for the brothers, man? He looked, and he kind of, he's looking like, well, I know they down here for a reason.
They're not
just fans. So he was like, Yeah, for sure. No doubt. What's good?
Yeah.
And so when he came over there, Terrence explained to him, like, yeah, we the bigs, we're an independent outlet, man. We basically here for y'all, da-da-da. He was like, oh, hell yeah, man. What y'all need? So that's how we play our script. So they basically made a rule where now we can't do that, which is not going to stop me.
Right.
Because if you saw the D-Rose interview, it wasn't in the locker room.
Right, yeah, he was outside the
It still look like you be in the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing, man. They not about to tell me what I can and can't do. They just, first of all, they don't care. See these clubs and these organizations, we know who they cater to. It's
not a secret.
Nothing new under the sun.
Right.
Man. So when guys like us come around and basically, we kicked it off. Shout out to the Barber's Chair and Pavy and them.
Yeah.
What's Pavy? What's they?
Because I follow them online too. I like them. I
don't know that thing.
I gotta look them up. I gotta give them a shout out.
Damn, my bad. But Pavy and TPJ and Scott and all those guys. But it's a new world.
Yeah.
Everything, the technology has changed everything. And with print and all of that stuff kind of falling by the wayside, it's like we're the new wave.
The medium.
And they don't care. They don't cater to us.
Nah.
They don't cater to that fan base. And they don't care to find out who that fan base is. Because they, in all actuality, they don't really need us.
No.
Like how people said they was boycotting the NFL. And nope, the NFL,
it's not going to
suffer one bit. So they don't really need, but they don't realize that that's a huge part of their fan base.
It's a huge demographic.
The unspoken. So that's who we are. We speak for the fans that feel like they don't have a voice or feel like, they're not being catered to. So
we set the trend in the culture and then they just go run with it.
Man,
so they don't know the importance of they do know the importance of what we do, but they don't want to acknowledge
Hoops and Brews. My bad, brothers.
Yeah, our bad, because we follow y'all definitely
every day.
I love them guys.
Hoops and Brews is great.
I love
between y'all two are our favorite, what I mean? Because y'all got different opinions, but it's real. You know what I'm saying?
It's very real.
And it's amazing for real for me, like I said, to come and meet you and then be like, damn, like you really real. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like my dude really is official.
That was at the World Series.
They can't take it from you.
You know? Listeners, y'all do the basketball, y'all do football, y'all do baseball, y'all do college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we Cardinal fans. Yeah. So it was good though to watch y'all win the World Series and watch you do it.
Right.
Because it was like, okay, this is what I'm really trying to know.
100%.
Y'all had what was my man? They took y'all nickname.
The picture,
Javier Baez, El Mago. Yeah, that was the bigs, man. We still.
Like I said, influence of the culture.
Yeah, man, 100%. A bunch of, like you just said, they take everything and run with it. But that's a whole nother story that we can get into.
Yeah, that's a different podcast. It's a different podcast.
But let's get, we have to introduce,
just so the listeners
so they know how to tap in with you. But you really a real hooper though. Like you came up with a lot of guys that, really official NBA players, champions, and you done seen a lot. So usually behind the scenes, we get a lot of your takes, but now we starting to be able to get you on tape. You got a lot of stories. So if you want to just get into
some
of your backstory,
tell
how
us
you
your
started
basketball,
hooping.
your Chicago basketball.
Because I don't know,
story.
what age did you start hooping? When did you start fall in love with the game? And
Man, that's interesting, man. Let me think. Probably. So when I came up, I was a Pistons fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard a Chicago ever say that.
Oh, yeah, I was a Pistons fan. I mean, it's Chicago or nothing. Walter
They
Payton
had
was
Isaiah Thomas too, so he's from
the crib.
Yeah.
But Dennis Rodman was my favorite player because that's how I got on the court. That's how I fell in love with basketball was because I wasn't the most skilled. Yeah. I was a baseball player. Little League was my thing, but 5th, 6th, 7th grade. Basketball was a cool sport, and you had to make the basketball try out for the team. So when I tried out for the team and I made it, and there were other guys on the team that were much better than me, but I knew I had to find my niche so I could stand out. So my niche was playing defense, hustling, being the IQ player. So that's how I earned my stripes. So Dennis Rodman was my favorite player. Obviously, Big Mike.
I mean, of course. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's without saying. But we didn't start winning until 90. 91.
True.
So Dennis Rodman was the worm was my guy.
Yeah.
So get Beasley. I don't know if y'all know about Beasley, but Beasley is probably the number one grammar school, elementary school basketball team in Chicago history. Yeah, that's who played there. The year before the team was 54 55-4. My year we was 55-3. So we would go all around the city beating up on everybody.
So this is what grade is this?
7th to 8th.
7th to 8th.
Yeah.
That's a real schedule for us.
Oh
for
yeah.
school.
Oh man, we was playing. Oh man,
But
60
this before
games.
the AAU era.
Wasn't no AAU.
So,
Right.
There was no AAU.
Yeah. It's all local.
All local. So we would go around the city doing that. So I went to Mount Carmel to play baseball. Again, another school. Mount Carmel was nationally known for its football program, but my years, I think we won state football twice. We won wrestling state twice. I think they won state in hockey once.
Damn.
We were number 1 in the state my senior year in basketball.
Okay. Is Mount Carmel all boys school?
Mount Carmel is all boys school. It's
Okay.
one of the last. The Catholic League, all the boys schools are now co-ed. I think Mount Carmel and Mount De La Salle flip co-ed. Gordon Tech is now DePaul Prep. St. Rita. St. Rita might still be all boys. I'm not sure.
St. Rita is still all boys.
Okay,
I think so.
But all the rest of them have, because all the donors, all the guys, the alumni, they're dying, so they need money and
True.
So Mount Carmel, luckily, we got that rich tradition where they keep on pouring money in. The sports programs always do well.
Yeah.
And I went to Mount Carmel. Yeah, it was expensive, but we didn't pay for that.
Right.
Could nobody afford that. So if you played sports, you were lucky because they had paid for it. They call it work study, but
Gotcha.
how was we gonna do work when we had to go to practice?
Right.
So they basically paid our tuition. Got played with Donovan McNabb.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. He should be in the Hall of Fame. They giving out Hall of Fame awards, so there's no way McNabb
in the
should be one.
NFL, they make you wait 20 years for the next one in the NFL. Because Theo hadn't played for Hellas, and they finally just let him. He didn't even go.
That's true.
So that's why it's bogus.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, Donovan McNabb. We all, me, him, and Antoine Walker. I know y'all familiar with Antoine Walker. Boston Celtics won the ship with the Heat.
Yep.
2-3-time All-Star. Kentucky won the ship there.
Yep.
And he's still doing this thing on the network.
Yeah,
He got a gig. Yeah, he fell into some hard times with the gambling and the bread. He lost $100 million. Shout out to Twan though. He got a book coming out called Gone in an Instant. You can pre-order it right now.
Okay.
I saw it was a movie. They had a pre-screening like 5 years ago. It was really good. I was there for most of it.
Yeah.
So I witnessed it firsthand. But I think he was waiting on somebody to buy the rights to the movie. They never did, so he ended up turning it into a book. So it's available for pre-order right now. GoneInAnstant.com.
Okay.
Check that out.
I played with them. I don't know how many people can say that they played with two almost Hall of Fame pro athletes in high
different
school.
sports. Two different sports.
Different sports. Yeah. So we were like, Don was the football player, Twan was the basketball player, and I was the baseball player. So ended up going to Southern University after that. But before that, man, like I said, we was number 1 in the state my senior year. So we played against. We was just talking about modern day.
Yeah.
So we went to St. Louis, the St. Louis shootout. It was like the top 6 of the top 10 players in the nation. So Jahidi White, y'all remember him from Georgetown? Is he from St. Louis?
Of course, Carter Ritter.
That's where it was. It was the St. Louis shootout at Joe Louis Arena.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we played there. So it was Twan, Jahidi White, Miles Simon, Felipe Lopez. Y'all remember him?
Yeah, Felipe. He had a 30 for 30 we watched.
He did.
Yeah.
Felipe was the number 1 player in the nation that year. I think Twan was number 3.
Okay.
So just imagine the fanfare we got going around. We played in a couple different states, but everywhere we went, Twan would,
Jahidi White's son on the circuit now too. I think he got 2 boys, but one of his boys is pretty good. Like
in St. Louis?
Yeah, he ain't in high school yet, but he coming up like probably 6th, 7th grade. I'm hearing about him.
Yeah, Jahidi, that's so small, like you said, that's 6 degrees. I went to Jahidi White basketball camp.
Yeah, we went to Jahidi White basketball camp.
You know what I'm saying? When he came back from the league and stuff like that.
Okay.
One time, me and my little brother played 3-on-3 with Jerry Stackhouse. It was me and my little brother, Jerry Stackhouse. And this is how true my little brother is. Wouldn't swing it to Stackhouse. Wouldn't swing it to me either. He was gunning.
He was early AI, huh?
Yeah.
Said Jackson, I was like, damn. I was like, he ain't even passing it to me.
One of my favorite moves I got from Jerry Stackhouse.
He ain't passing it to me. So.
Jerry Stackhouse, I used to take from him his game, that first step where he had jab.
Oh, yeah, that jab and go. Oh,
yeah.
what?
Stack.
Yeah, Stack was the man.
Yeah,
Damn, you played 3-on-3 with Stack.
Yeah, crazy.
How many? That's what I'm saying, man.
Crazy,
like, that's
man.
official.
Yeah.
But so, high school was cool. We ended up crazy play, man. We played Mater Dei. They was like number 4 in the nation, so it was a tie game. Well, Mater Dei may have been up 1.
Yeah.
20 seconds left. We got the ball. I'm on the wing. Our point guard is on the other wing. Our center is on the block. Twan is on the block. Donovan McNabb got the ball at a high wing, like right outside the 3. So they clock going down 15, 14, 13, 12. It got to 10. I saw him make eye contact with our center, man. Mm-hmm. Y'all know Don, he was a quarterback, played in Syracuse, 12 years with the Eagles, 3 NFC titles, all of that. Mm-hmm. Man.
Almost a Super Bowl champion.
Almost. Yeah. Got to 5 seconds. Man, he rifled the ball to our center. My boy Willie, shout out to Willie Jones. He telling you, I had 3 guys. Don went to Syracuse, Twan went to Kentucky, Willie Jones went to Loyola Marymount. So I played with 3 D1 guys.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, y'all stacked.
So Willie, he didn't have the best hands.
Right.
He could dunk. He was a grown man, was dunking everything, getting all the rebounds. Man, McNabb fired this pass. All he had to do was catch it, go up, slam it with one hand. Yeah. 2 seconds left. We beat Mater Dei, and now we nationally ranked. Ball went out, slipped through his hands, out of bounds. Mater Dei got the ball, threw it in. We had to foul Miles Simon. He hit the 2 free throws with 1 second left. Game over. Ended our national.
I seen Tanel actually almost win a game throwing to somebody in the dime when we was in high school. Me and Tanel played together in high school. Couldn't catch. Same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I could have been one of the area leader, top 5 all-time assists if I played with people who could catch.
Yeah.
I was a kid that my vision was just kind of innate. The passes that I throw, and it'd just be like...
he had pro passes. I give you that. Like, his level of passing at a young age was just like... He throw... What's the... Bob Knight talks about? Throw it where the defender not...
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that. Yeah. He was real good at that.
I get in the paint, be done shovel something, and it hit you in the chest. You out of bounds.
You one of them, like D Rose said, man, I always had to tell my guys, just look at me, because that boy, if not, it's going to hit you in your face.
And I didn't look at people that I was throwing to, too. So that really, like,
okay, that'll throw
I was
them off
a real
then.
no look, or I'm looking this way, and I'm hitting you, and you don't even know you open.
And you not even really under the no look act. You just
seeing it, just feeling it. Yeah.
Right play. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
So, who else was like during that time, and like, people might know in Chicago when you was in high school?
I was 94, so my year.
Or just throughout your 4 years. That time.
Man. That's interesting, man. Who was here?
Was KG here?
KG was 95.
Okay.
KG was the year after me. So KG and Ronnie Fields.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I came back home for a Christmas break to watch them play at the Proviso West tournament, man, and that was
ridiculous.
It was out of control how they was. We actually played Ronnie Fields during the summer tournament called the Morris Shootout, and you couldn't dunk. Y'all know Ronnie Fields. He was like the high school Jordan.
Yeah.
And he couldn't dunk, so I held him to 6 points. I'm going to stand on that. But he couldn't dunk. And he was only a soft.
He could have laid it up, though.
He could have laid it up. I was on that with him. On that with him.
Yeah.
You
like
can score without dunking.
Yeah. But yeah, Ronnie Fields, KG. That's an interesting question, man, to think about who were the guys in Chicago back then. Y'all probably might not know the names.
But still saying.
Locally. Man, one of the greatest shooters I ever seen, Tom Kleinschmidt, man. He played at DePaul. He was an All-American at DePaul.
Okay.
He coaches now at DePaul Prep, the school. He played at Gordon Tech.
Okay.
Gordon Tech is now DePaul Prep, so he's actually coaching at his alma mater.
Okay.
One of the greatest, man. He was like Larry Bird back then. My freshman year, year, he gave us 37.
Damn.
Mid-range, threes, one dribble pull-ups,
Everything.
off the catch.
How big was
they running 0 for him
6'2"?
or like?
Oh, yeah.
They was just running like some high school they got that guy. They just running all they stuff for.
No, because they had other like all-state players. Dwayne Austin, Antoine Gillespie, Jason Bader's point guard. Man, this dude was ill with the rock. He had every bit of handle and dime you could. Man, I was amazed as a freshman. They came in our gym and ran us up out of there. But Tom Kleinsmith might be the best shooter. No, then there's one guy, rest in peace, Michael Allen. Anybody on the Chicago basketball scene, they know about Michael Allen. Brother, when I tell you this guy was 6'1", he had a Gumby cut. Ooh. Man, I'm talking about, I never forget, we played them in the sectional my junior year at Thornridge High School. Donovan came down on a fast break. He dropped a bounce pass behind his back, bounce pass to Willie. Willie caught that boy, man. He slammed the ball so hard, sent the deck up, man. Michael Allen played for Thornton.
Okay.
Thornton inbounded the ball. They threw the ball to Mike. He took one dribble over half court. He pulled from half, and before the ball got halfway there, he turned to everybody in the crowd and told them, shh, splat, all net. Ooh. And yeah, Mike averaged like 30-something a game, man. He was from the hood. I think he died a couple years ago. I think he had a drinking problem. I'm not sure. I don't want to just make nothing up. But Michael Allen. Michael Allen. Michael Herman. Y'all heard of Michael Herman?
I don't know.
What school did he go to?
Mike Herman went to a few schools. He ended up at King. Y'all up on King?
Yeah. King
so he played at King when they was the number one team in the nation.
Okay.
In 93 with Rashad Griffith. We had 2 7-footers. Rashad Griffith, he ended up going to Wisconsin. Okay. He was going to go to the draft, but he ended up playing overseas. He got paid. He was like the first guy to get paid millions of dollars.
Just to go over there.
He got drafted by the Bucks. Mm-hmm. But he skipped that and said, I'm going overseas and get these millions. And then Thomas Hamilton, y'all heard of Thomas Hamilton?
The name.
He was like 7'3".
Damn.
Strapped up with a grip. He was like 350. Big Tommy was like 330.
Damn. He was a wall out there.
With a handle, a 3-ball.
330. That's
330 pounds. He played with the Celtics.
Okay.
Tommy Hamilton. Look him up when y'all get a chance.
Tommy Hamilton. Okay.
Michael Herman, though, man. Mike Herman gave Randy Brown 60.
Damn.
This is when Randy Brown was the Bulls' lockup defender during that three-peat. Mike Herman gave that man 60 at the Pro-Am. It's like one of the top 5.
How many moments on his head though? Like he gave
every
him the
one
whole
of them.
60.
He gave him the whole.
Every one of them.
Jalen Rose.
Kobe to Jalen, that man. All time, man. He was a mid-range man. This man, you know that mid-range game Steve Francis had?
Yeah.
Michael Herman had that before. That shit Stevie was doing? Yeah. Mike Herman, man. Michael Herman, like, oh man. You know the streets got Mike. He went to Indiana playing for Bobby Knight. Okay. But the streets, man. He came to Indiana with a BMW or a Benz or something. Bobby Knight told him, "Nah, man, you got to take that back to the west side of Chicago." Yeah, bro. Came back like 2 weeks later in a new one. And it was all downhill from there. But yeah, he was on Channel 2 on Saturday mornings at 11. You know how to 11 a.m. Giving out a dub with no problem. Ooh. No mustache, short shorts.
It's working.
Working, man.
It's so many stories of so many kids that could have made it. Like we was just talking about Jason. Jason just talked about a kid named Cameron Bishop.
Jason Tatum?
Yeah, he just did something and they asked him like, who was the guy that you looked up to that didn't make it? And what's crazy is like I had just reached out to Cameron. He was in like 6th grade, my 8th grade year. Yeah. I took us to the city championship. We went to a school where it's like, we supposed to get blew out. Yeah. But we went undefeated and lost in the championship. And Cameron told me he looked up to me, and Jason was like, he looked up to Cameron. Okay. Cameron was 6'7". He went to Notre Dame. Then ended up going to Mizzou.
Cardinal Ritter. Like
Cardinal Ritter. Yeah.
He played for Coach Neal. Shout out to Coach Neal.
Yeah, legendary coach.
Okay.
Yeah, but he ended up getting caught up in the wrong crowd, drugs, street. You know what I'm saying?
Because when y'all so if y'all played Jahidi, you said y'all did play Jahidi White.
No, we played Miles Simon. Jahidi White, his team. Cardinal Ritter was another team that was there.
Because what's the name? It must have been on that team there too. Chris Carrawell.
Went to Duke.
Really?
Chris Carrawell went to Cardinal Ritter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Ritter had a
I got the book. After we get done, I'll show y'all. I got the book, in my little archives.
I don't know who was older, him or Jahidi, though.
I feel like Chris Carrawell had to be older than Jahidi White.
That name
He might have been.
Because he went to Duke or whatever. But
Was
then
he?
Jahidi played with AI.
Right.
At
Yeah.
Georgetown.
So
I think Carrawell might have been.
he might have been younger than him.
yeah.
Because I think he ain't go to Duke till maybe 96, 97.
Yeah, he was younger.
So maybe so he might not have been. He might have been a freshman if anything. Then when he was there.
He probably playing though, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't his deal. He wasn't the top guy at the time.
Because he had the coach for that team, Marvin Neals, legendary coach of St. Louis. He used to coach.
He didn't coach them though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't. He
used
coach
to coach at Soldan.
I was saying he must have still been at Soldan.
I think Dave Winfield and I can't think of my other guy name. But they had different coaches then.
Okay. Yeah. So that's because at that time, Cardinal Ritter was another one of them Catholic schools that ended up merging to become a co-ed school.
Really?
Yeah, because it used to be a boys' school and a girls' school, and they merged. That's the black Catholic school.
Yeah, that school used to be in the hood, straight in the hood.
And so, so they merged.
Cardinal Ritter. Yeah, I remember that name.
Yeah.
Cardinal Ritter, modern day Mount Carmel. Rice. Felipe went to Rice in the Bronx. Tyrone Nesby, it was a school, Cairo. Cairo is like the last stop in Illinois before you get to what's after Illinois. Kentucky.
Well, it depends on where
Yeah,
you're
going south.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is Kentucky.
So Cairo is the last stop in Illinois.
Damn.
And they had a guy, Tyrone Nesby. So Cairo was down there. There's a couple other schools down there, but that tournament was off the hook, man. When I got in there, and I looked around and I saw 15,000 seats. Ooh. The lights were so bright. Yeah. Man, I was scared as hell.
Nervous.
Oh, I was too nervous, boy.
Yeah.
Atmosphere gets to you
sometimes. That atmosphere will blow your mind.
Yeah.
Stepping out on that floor. Mm-hmm. And it's like the boundaries are endless. It was like, because in them high school gyms, the depth perception.
Different,
it's
you can see
so close.
Yeah.
Man, luckily I had all Americans on my team. I could just play my role.
Yeah.
I might have scored 2 or 3 points. Yeah. But that was something else, man.
What's the coldest thing you witnessed, playing with them type of teammates? What's the coldest game you feel like you seen from Twine, or you know what I mean?
By far, man. We played in the Christmas tournament, the Centralia Christmas tournament. So my junior year, we went down there, Thornton against Michael Allen. Michael Allen, Joe, again.
Right.
So we went down there, and Thornton beat us in the finals. Michael Allen had 37. And then that year, the story I just told y'all about him hitting that half-court shot, we lost to Thornton in the sectional to go, I think it's sectional, super sectional, then downstate. So we lost to Thornton in the sectional. Mike Allen had 40. Yeah. So we needed revenge my senior year. So senior year, we got back to Centralia. We played Thornton. We beat them by about a dub. We dubbed them down there. Yeah. Antoine Randall L was on that team. Y'all remember Antoine Randall L? Melvin Eli.
I heard of Melvin Eli.
He played for the Clippers. So they was all on that team. Paulien Harris, he played for the Raiders. Napo was an all-pro NFL linebacker for the Raiders. All them guys were on this team at Thornton that we dubbed at the Centralia Christmas tournament. So the last game, we played against Centralia. Yeah. Man, bro, I'll never forget Twan. Twan was like the next Magic Johnson. Twan was supposed to be the next Magic Johnson with a jump shot.
He had the handle.
He was 6'8". He had the handle, the dimes. He had all that. So, man, Twan dropped me like one of the illest dimes. He crossed this dude. Twan started the hezzy. So he hezzied this dude at half court, crossed him up, dropped a no-look dime to me. I blew the bunny. So
that's the worst.
Oh, it was the worst. It was the worst. So at halftime, man, we was down 17. Yeah. In the Centralia finals. Damn. Twan came in the locker room and cussed everybody out. He said, man, y'all playing like some pussies. If y'all scared, give me the ball and get the fuck out the way. Yeah. In those words.
That's real.
What we do.
Yeah, hey.
Gave
Give him the
rock.
ball and get the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
I think he might have had like 16 at halftime. The man finished with 51 and like 25 boards. 51 and 25. And we
high
won.
school, so like the quarters ain't even that long.
Oh, they 8-minute quarters. They 8-minute quarters. So he scored 35 points in 16 minutes, and he had 25 boards, and we won the tournament, and we won by like 11.
Yeah.
He just went absolutely crazy. But it was so funny because
You had to take bro out to eat after that.
Oh man, we was down south, so y'all don't know. Centralia is like it's down south, so it was, you know, a bunch of country white folks.
Right.
So the you know, they were hagging us the whole time. I was taking the ball out. All I know is somebody like grabbed my shorts from behind. That's how close the people were to the game.
The old
It was
ass
like,
gyms.
it reminded you of like Hoosiers or something.
The pits
The
playing
pit,
down
man,
there.
it was cracking in there, but we had Twan, so it was like, man, he wasn't letting us fall that night. So he went crazy. Yeah, that 51 and 20. He might have been 53. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was the craziest moment that I saw in high school on our side. But like I said, I had McNabb, so he was y'all didn't know Donovan McNabb played on the Syracuse Final Four team
right.
when
That's
they
why
went
this
to
whole
Kentucky.
thing, when they was
played
doing
both.
the layups and shit, that's
He
whole
was in the-
thing.
yeah.
And celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, McNabb always talked about his game.
Yeah, he was top 100 in the nation. Like he really wanted to hoop.
Yeah.
Like when he came for like during our recruiting visits, Twan, we met Steve Fisher. He was coaching at Michigan.
Okay.
Jerry Tarkanian was at UNLV. Somebody else came. Jim Bay. I think Paul Pasqualoni, who was the Syracuse head football coach, he came to recruit McNabb. But it was during basketball season. And then let me tell you another crazy story. So Mount Carmel, we got a volleyball team.
Okay.
Like our senior year was our
boys
first
volleyball team?
Boys volleyball, bro.
They got everything.
Listen to this. So Paul Pasqualoni came to recruit Donovan for football, but he came to while basketball season was going on. So we were practicing.
Right.
The volleyball coach came in the gym. He saw McNabb.
Yeah.
Like he had these huge hands.
Yeah.
And he was like just a big specimen. Yeah, he wasn't swole up or nothing, but he just had this body.
Yeah.
Man, when he saw like the hands on this guy and like just who he was, I'll never forget after practice, the volleyball coach walks up to Donovan and says, "It would be my honor if you would play on our volleyball team. You don't have to ever come to practice. Just show up to the games when you can."
That's real.
Bro, this man was an all-state volleyball player.
That's an athlete.
The man ain't never played volleyball a day in his life.
Besides gym class or some shit.
Not even. We used to hoop in gym class.
For real.
The spike, just imagine him spiking the ball
6'4",
like
6'5".
6'2". He was about 6'2", 6'3", 230.
Yeah.
Of nothing but just
strength.
Girth.
Yeah.
Spiking that ball. And I was like, this is crazy, man. The volleyball coach walked up on him like, "It would be my honor if you would play on our team. You don't have to come to practice or nothing." The man was an all-state volleyball
That's a good
player.
coach. Because he got all-star. He didn't ask.
Didn't ask.
Hey.
No questions. Come on, get down when you can. It was crazy, man. But yeah, back to that. Tarkanian, but all of those guys. So when Twan would go on his recruiting, bring the coaches in for recruiting visits, our starting five would get to sit in on the meetings with him. We would go to the coach's office down in the basement of Mount Carmel, and we would get to listen to the coach's spiel.
That's dope.
Man, when I tell y'all, Rick Pitino came and shut all that down. He told Twan, if you want to go to the league after your sophomore year and be a national champion after your sophomore year, come to Kentucky.
Rick Pitino, a gangster.
He was a national champion in his sophomore year and was a lottery pick after his sophomore year. So yeah, I don't know if Pitino was. Yeah, he is in the mob. He is.
No,
part
he's
of
in
the
the
mob.
mob.
He gotta
We
be,
know.
bro.
We know.
It
It just came
how he
out.
ended his career, and then with the scandal, the way he even handled it, made me know that he official. Like he ain't whatever. I don't want to get.
Them mob ties were real, man. So being able to witness that, it's like, yeah, Steve Fisher, Tarkanian, Boeheim. I can't think who the other coach was, but Rick Pitino came in. And another story. So we played Loyola. Our first game at Mount Carmel, my senior year. We beat Loyola by like 40. Rick Pitino was in the stands. There was a few coaches there. Pitino was like sitting directly behind our basket.
Okay.
Man, Twan came down. He had 30. Nope, easy 30. He averaged 31 our senior year, so 30s was nothing for him. But I'll never forget, he came down. It was like towards the end of the game. He tried to throw the ball off the backboard and dunk it with his left.
Yeah.
To no avail. Shit hit the back of the rim, bounced out to half court. Rick Pitino pulled his notepad out, wrote something down, and walked out the gym. And it was like, yeah, all them 30s and long threes and dimes, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
But then you just tried to showboat.
Yeah.
That's not what we do. So I think he notched that down on his notebook and walked out the gym. And that kind of let me know where they stood, like what coaches kind of were looking for. They wanted to see who you were, like as a person, because I always say you can tell a person's character by the way they play basketball.
You can,
100%.
You know, so that was eye-opening to me going forward in life. I'm like, damn,
that might
Pitino,
be the jewel of the whole.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole interview,
he
bro.
walked out the gym, Joe, after he tried to showboat. Oh no, like, so I'm pretty sure that was the first thing when he talked to Twan the next time. Hey, look, man.
Yeah.
All of that is cool, but we don't need that. And you didn't have to do that. Y'all was up 40. What you trying to show out on the team, and y'all beating about 40 points for us. So that really stuck out. I always tell people that stuck out to me. Like, he was going crazy, but that one little mishap.
Yeah.
Sportsmanship.
Pitino, sportsmanship, man. Yeah. Pitino wrote that down on his notepad, hit his assistant.
We gone.
So we out of here.
We on 55. Man, we
back to the land.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah.
That's good. I remember a couple times we talked about, some of you seeing a lot of good pro-am in the summer here in Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate Chicago don't have that now. Like as many guys that's like on the circuit from Chicago, the pros, as much shit Nike does here. You know what I mean? Like I know a couple years ago they had the what was it called? The summer league they did at Whitney Young.
The Shy League.
Shy League or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, what's some of the, I remember, was that, you told us like a Vince Carter story?
Oh yeah, Vince Carter. Another guy, Paul McPherson.
Yeah,
Y'all know
Paul
P-Mac.
McPherson.
Legend.
Yeah.
Like, and Paul played a couple years in the league. He played with Golden State and Phoenix.
Okay.
But yeah, man, so what people didn't know, and I didn't know, was for a lot of the time when the Pro-Am was at IIT down on 31st Street.
State over there?
31st and State.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
Twan was paying for that out of his pocket.
Damn.
That's the reason why that shit was going on. Because he was coming out of pocket paying for that.
Making a league,
Yeah, man. So shout out to Twan for that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people didn't know that, but he was coming out of pocket. But man, the Pro-Am was it, man. Like I remember like all week niggas would wait, man, I can't wait till Friday, Saturday. Because you knew somebody was coming. So man, I done seen AI, Steph, KG, all them type of guys would come in. But man, we was waiting on Will Bynum, The Thrill.
Okay.
Michael Herman.
Okay.
Like, these are local legends. Forget.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
AI was different.
I mean,
you know,
yeah. I mean, that's
it was
yeah.
AI.
Shout out to Will Bynum for helping put Pat Bev on and being a mentor. Like, and then in the 3-on-3, we seen he was getting busy out
we
there
saw
in the
Will Bynum in
3-on-3.
Detroit.
Like,
He went to the 3-on-3 or whatever.
He showed out
getting
there.
it out.
Man,
His name ain't The
getting
he
it
could
Thrill.
play in the league if he wanted to in real life. They just ain't, but that's a different
politics,
story.
The Thrill, man. The Thrill. Pros, G. I'm talking about, you name some pros, they was at the Pro-Am.
That's what's
we
up.
was coming to see Will Bynum. And The Thrill started in high school.
Yeah.
This started when he was at Crane.
Okay.
Like, that's how cold Will was back then. But,
Jeez.
yeah, Paul McPherson and Vince Carter, man, they had like it was crazy. Vince, man, Vince came in there and was doing like 360 windmills the opposite way.
Yeah.
But, man, Paul had Vince in the post. And he did the famous, I don't know if they do this nowhere else, but I call it the crib move.
Okay.
Where it's like the behind the back spin move. So I got you in the post. I put it behind my back, but I spin the opposite way.
Yeah.
Man, he caught Vince slipping.
Tanel, no, I used to try to practice that. They used my Uncle Fluky. Yeah, my Uncle Fluky taught me that move. I used to be trying to practice. That was
so it's just a hood move.
That's a hood move.
just-
I don't know what that's called.
Yeah, it's just
hood
called
move.
The
fucking
hood
niggas
move.
up. That's-
I thought the niggas from the shop.
That's what I thought my uncle made that shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Serious. He called Vince He called Vince snoozing, bro. When I tell you, he hit that man with it.
Yeah.
And reverse dunk the Dominique two-hand between the leg.
Oh, man.
Boom! I'm talking about everybody in the gym ran on the court. Like, they stopped play for like 10 minutes because nobody thought you could. This was post-Vince.
Post the dunk contest.
Yeah, like Vince, that was some of the coldest shit we had ever seen in life. Not with P-Mac. Gee, when we was Paul was at Olive Kennedy King College over there, man. He played one of my guys, Corey Brown. And Paul was like dunking over, like he was literally jumping over people's heads. One of my boy Corey said,
literally.
Corey Brown. Corey said, man, the ball came off. I was there. But I don't even remember this. I just remember Paul jumping over everybody. Corey is 6'4".
Okay. So he ain't little.
He said, when that ball came off the rim, he said he was about to go up for it. He said he felt a sneaker on the top of his head.
Oh, shit.
It was Paul, Joe. Now, Paul ain't shit but 6'2". They'll give him 6'3" in the league just but y'all know how they do shoot. Paul wasn't 6'3", nothing. He might have been 6'1.5".
Right.
With a 42.
I felt the sneaker on my head. I never heard
Brown
that
is
before.
6'4", bro. He said he felt a sneaker on his head. It was Paul.
Ooh.
Like, I done seen P-Mac do some of the craziest. You ask around.
So when he hit Vince, did he hit him? He faked baseline and hit him middle?
He faked middle and went baseline.
Okay.
So he hit it.
So he on the right
behind his
side.
back
He
going.
went right.
He was on the he was on he was on the right side. He had him in the post, so he put the ball towards half court, and caught it and spent baseline.
And went right. And then
between the legs backwards, bam.
The reverse dunk is what, man. I mean, it's a cold move, but then you go reverse
dunk
and
backwards.
you doing it on Vince because Vince a dunker.
All-star.
So he just left. Vince was just at the light.
Left him hanging. Vince didn't know what hit him, Joe.
Yeah,
I'm sure Vince ain't never seen that in his life.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah, he did, because he ain't never seen that. Vince ain't never played in the hood in the shot, in the D, or in the loop.
Where Vince even from?
Vince is from Florida.
Okay, he a country boy. Okay,
yep.
You know, and they hoopers, but it's a different ball game in the mid.
Yeah.
No, he ain't never seen that.
Yeah, it get cold here.
Yeah,
we don't get in the gym. We really be inside.
We doing that outside.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, he called Vince slip and sent the gym up.
Sheesh.
It was a lot of good moments at the Pro-Am. Like I said, man, we used to, man, we couldn't wait until the weekend of the Pro-Am. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You knew 2 of those 3 days it was going to go up. Like we was talking about Michael Finley. It would be all the Chicago pros used to be in there. Yeah. All of them. Every Tim Hardaway. Back, man, Michael Jordan used to hoop in the Pro-Am. That's how Tim Hardaway used to serve Mike. He crossed Mike up at one of the early IIT days. Like
so Michael in Hollywood, he'll come out and you know.
Mike used to come to the hood, to the playground, Cole Park on 85th and King Drive. Mike and Scotty would show up on the playground.
Did he have did he come with his people?
No,
or, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
he just
need
on his
people.
person?
We call him Big Mike for a reason.
So
he was good out here.
Okay.
Yeah, he was good out here. They was good in the streets.
You know, niggas be tripping, but it was more organized then too. A lot more.
The streets was different.
Yeah, life was different.
Your life was different.
Life was just different.
In the 80s.
Niggas wasn't thirsty in his face trying to film him and all that shit. Wasn't even no cameras and shit.
Wasn't no camera phone. Wasn't no cell phone.
Mike was different too because Mike was grown. Mike wasn't walking around with the furs. He had his shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong.
And he had his, you have to have some ties.
Yeah.
You don't have to be gang banging or nothing, but you got to know who to touch down with.
You can respect him as a man. You got to have your respect as a man. You ain't got to be no
good in the streets where them guys put the word on the street like, hey man, don't y'all touch Mike or you touch whoever, like D Rose.
Yeah.
He'll never get touched in the streets.
Yeah.
Because he's from the streets too.
Right.
But that's just the rep. It's like people know. It's like the famous hashtag, those who know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Mike, he was under that act. Mike was Big Mike, man. We ain't even got to talk about Big Mike.
Do you feel like somebody in the league now, or when they, D Rose coming towards in his career, he's still doing his thing, but like, it'd be dope if he could like organize a league or get the Pro-Am back cracking here, because you see in LA, like I be looking at it online. It don't look that tight to me for real. I haven't been to Drew yet. I'm sure it's cool.
Okay.
But I feel like here it'll be a whole different level of comp.
Yeah,
potentially.
it's less Hollywood. Drew is Hollywood.
A lot of pros.
Yeah, just with the people who not pros, it's a lot of people here that's not pros that's really raw. Like that really just didn't do it.
Even like the younger players, like somebody like Taylor Tucker come back and play. I can see a couple times. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different people.
Y'all got the most NBA people per capita. Here, you know what I'm saying? Well, I be saying St. Louis too because we got our little guys, but
no doubt.
Yeah, but it's a lot of y'all.
As far as the population
Chicago
is
got the
concerned,
most hoopers in the league. Technically.
Yeah, see, I got the most NBA guys, and it's like, then why is it not something that's more? Why do Nike gotta bring guys back? You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being a thing.
Yeah, because a lot of like you see an AD or somebody playing in a pro-am. I'm not going to call them guys Hollywood, but that's the new, like we said, things have changed.
They spend their summers in LA.
They spend their summers in LA. They spend their summers, now they businessmen.
Yeah.
So they got other things to worry about.
Right.
You know?
True.
Plus here, it's Stain City, you never know what's going on around the shot. Like then, IT was a safe haven.
Yeah.
Basketball was a safe haven. So you didn't have to worry about the outside world once we had that together because there was a lot of them guys in there that was helping put the pro-am on. So the streets was kind of safe. Now, with everything going awry and like all the leaders, either dead or in jail and everything just kind of being every man for himself.
Rap changed it too. Rap is a big part we ain't talked about, but rap changed Chicago a lot.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like in the streets, you could have some guys, but they didn't have 1 million followers. Or guys had 2 million platinum singles.
That's true. Like to where you just only be in the city, but like you world renowned and you never even leaving the block. But you
like in St. Louis,
you really got fans and shit.
St. Louis, Lil Durk is king in St. Louis.
Hey.
Really?
Lil Durk is king in St. Louis.
I'm talking about the barbershop. You ask a kid who the best rapper, like, when I say Durk run St. Louis, bro, because that's how they living too.
For years now, though.
Yeah.
But then it's understandable.
He like Hove there, bro. Though.
It's
like
understandable, especially now, like with the way, Hove is obviously Hove, but it's like that, the 20-year-old, 21-year-old wasn't even born.
Nah.
Then.
They don't even remember that. They don't even got no taste in that.
Not a piece.
They wasn't alive.
It's kind of like in the same way that, like, for us, like, I guess we kind of transition a little hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. It's hip hop and basketball.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how long we want to go, but it's the first episode, so we in it.
No, but it's like I was born in 90, so my dad always played like I got a lot of Ice Cube, I got a lot of Master P, I got a lot of that shit. But it was like technically I missed Eric B and Rakim and them because I just wasn't born.
Right.
But I was aware, but it was like when you're not born for something, you can't really
feel it like
you don't get it the same. I'm just now able to get Eric B and Rakim now at 29 just because it's like now I got more context.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is what I used to try to tell my younger homies. I'm like, gee, y'all not about to tell me about when Jay-Z and Reasonable Doubt, and I was in the busting moves in the street when that was out, and you wasn't even, was 5.
You was 5.
How you gonna tell me about Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
He was giving me that motivation to get you out the house to do you know.
Like, so it's the same thing. It's like you said, when I was coming up, it was like Eric B and Rakim. That's when I was 11 and 10 and 9. So I heard it, but I didn't know that he was talking about lessons and the gods and all. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about until I was old enough, until the guys that I came up on when it was Nas and the Wu-Tang and them guys, when I could kind of veer off on my own and think for myself, and if I wanted to do the knowledge, I could do it, and then I could understand it a little bit more. So it's the same thing.
Same thing.
It was
but
fine
I can understand y'all with saying when y'all go to the crib and the shorties a little dirked out. I get it 100% because that's the world right now. And that type of music, that's hip. Like we went to Freddie Gibbs and Biddy and them the other night, and I was just trying to explain to the guys, like, this is because it was an all ages show. Yeah. It started at 7 p.m. It was over by 9:45. And like Benny Conway, Freddie Gibbs, and Cousin Steers, they all rap and the show was over by 9:45, and I'm like, boy, we'll still be at the crib pre-gaming for a real hip hop.
I like Cousin Stiz. He don't get
They don't
enough
come
much
on
love.
till 11:30.
Right, that don't even hip hop to have a show at the 7.
And that's what that's what they was saying, and I'm like, bro, this is the new world. I mean, and a lot of it is just not the rappers, it's the promoters,
right?
You know, and
it's
they trying to get that, all ages. You know, it's a curfew.
That's crazy that they had an all age show for them type of guys.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
I called the butcher because my guy hit Terry Hogan. He hit me up. He sent me the flyer and it said doors open at 6, show starts at 7. It's 6:35. I'm sitting right here like, hold on. So I called Butch up like, G.
Yeah.
You about to go on at 7? He like, nigga, I'm about to go on stage in 20 minutes. I'm like, damn, man, I gotta hurry up, get in my car, drive up to the Metro, which is by Wrigley Field. So it took me 30 minutes to get there. I get in finally. Butcher on his last 2 songs. And I'm like, shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But this is the system. You know, this is
just
new.
getting off work. How you gonna have the show?
You speaking, you are saying exactly what Terry was saying. Like, Joe, this is crazy. But you know, again, we can talk. Man, it was crazy. Like exactly. Like, man, I'm trying to put a couple more hours in at the gig. I gotta shoot right from there. Yeah, supervisor, man, can I get this? Can I get off a half hour early? I'm trying to see the butcher.
I'm really proud of what they doing though, because it's like, damn, for a minute it was like hip hop dead, but then it's like, nah, it's not. Like, it's just evolved, and you got to interact with it in the way that you want to interact with it. You know,
because Lil Durk. Shout out to Dirk, my high school homie. Shout out to Ola Ali. Ola is his manager.
Okay.
And Lil Durk ain't he ain't my favorite rapper or nothing, but it's great to see where he came from. Yeah. You know, a lot of them guys are in jail, dead. Yeah.
And he's still dealing with that right now.
He
you know what I'm saying?
He is. But it's cool to see him.
I'm glad Reese okay too. I mean, it's a lot going on, bro. Man.
It's crazy out here.
Back to what we were saying about the Pro-Am. That's why these guys don't come back to the crib.
Even if it was downtown, you feel they coming in there shooting no matter what.
Nobody's safe. Downtown used to be an area that was untouched. Boy, they'll catch you down there. That's where they at now.
True.
Yeah, everybody living in the high rise.
Yeah, man. True. That's true.
We be in the West Loop and seeing a lot of things like, damn,
I'm from the Bump J era, man. Like the Goon Squad wasn't nothing more grimy than the Goon Squad.
And it's funny because when we was working down at the studio at ATS or whatever, Bump J, when he first got home, we got to meet him, bro. When he first recorded, when he came back,
as soon as he came home, like the day he got home,
I saw Peasy too a couple days ago.
Okay,
I was getting some chicken from that spot on the corner.
The Roofs, right?
Roof,
yeah. You see me one day, you was driving by outside. I just happened to feel the energy. I look up like, oh shit!
So he Bump came in there or whatever, all of them, and they was like, so that was crazy for us because I only had watched Bump from afar as a kid. And then they showed up and they was, you know what I'm saying, like,
some
but
cool guys, wasn't
cool, super cool.
His brother hella cool, like all of them,
super cool. But it just was like, damn, like you said, looking at Benny and them, looking at them, it's like. Hip hop, not niggas are still rapping. That's the best part. It's like niggas are still rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it ain't the most popular rap.
Right.
But niggas are still getting out there.
And can still make a few dollars from it.
And can still do it. Right. If they want to.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean he got taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
the details of his deal was like that's crazy to think that could happen.
Who Bump deal?
Yeah, it was just like
that nigga had $2 million and never put an album out. One song, nigga, that McDonald's jingle.
Yep.
What was it?
I know what you're talking about.
Move Around.
Yeah, Damn.
$2 million. Nigga, he got a meal off the deal. And now he sold his publishing for about $1 million. And they was in it. The Goon Squad was in it, man. I would see them. You know, then I would at Lake Shore, our gym. We would hoop at. Bump them would come.
Telling us that.
Bump them would come, rent out after we get done. Bump them would come into Lake Shore, rent the gym for 2 hours. They not hooping. They shooting for hundreds from half court. They gambling at half court. When I saw him bring Bun B in the Lake Shore, I was like, oh man, Bump finna blow up. Like, damn, this nigga got
on
Bun
a different
B.
level.
Different.
But
I seen Bun B actually last month at Soho.
Bun B a real humble dude. I remember we met him in New York one time.
He just was just like talking just about like his legacy kind of doing or whatever.
Doing that RTC was doing that? Was that RTC?
I think so.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bun. Everything is everything. You know, shit.
Yeah.
So let's get into a little bit more speed it up, get to today. the league.
Yeah, we ended up. Shout out to the guy Melo for
Melo
finally getting
back.
back.
Come on, you know,
and he
I'm
with your
loving it.
guy. You know, I know you one of the top Dame fans in the country.
Yeah, you truly Dame.
It's a small club. Everybody trying to hop on now, but how you feeling about bro being back in the league?
Man, I'm very happy that somebody gave Melo a chance because it's obvious that they're not 450 guys.
Come on,
better
man.
than. It's not even 150 guys.
I'm not even trying to hate on Jared Dudley.
It might not even be 50.
Come on, bro.
It's not 50 in real life.
It's not. For them to be trying to be like, oh, it's defense when they was scoring 140 points a game and shit.
Come on.
Harry Giles in the league.
Come on,
no
bro.
offense to Lil Bro, but
No
I mean,
offense.
you know what I'm saying?
You need to get better, Harry Giles. You're terrible.
Is Harry from
Nah, he just hella cool with Jason on some AAU.
Okay.
I think
But
Harry
he
Giles
from North Carolina. I think.
Yeah. So, but yeah, what you liking this year?
Yeah, we can't co-sign
It's
that.
early in the season. What you feeling?
Man,
The Bulls are awful again.
the Bulls are awful.
Yeah, that's just on purpose
the
now.
Bulls that starts from the top though. It's a poorly run organization all the way from the top to the bottom. So it's obvious that the team is gonna suck when the business aspect of it is terrible. Like it's just a horribly run organization. They do have some talent, but again, that player development is a huge part of that.
The point guard is
Yeah, I wanted to ask you
the
about
best
that.
draft pick probably I'd have seen
Kobe
Chicago in a while.
Kobe White is the best player on the team.
Damn,
Zach.
Yeah.
Zach. That's what I was going to ask
Zach
you.
can't hoop like that. He just like drilled up for
y'all seen? So have y'all seen this clip of LeBron and Draymond talking about guys that don't know how to play in the league? I haven't seen it. I just heard about it.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, they just were saying it's like dudes that's in the league, but they legit can't play.
I think Zach LaVine is
the poster
like one of
child for
those
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Like, of course, he got the skills,
He's
the
an athlete.
athleticism, and all that. He just doesn't know how to play. But if we hoop together a lot. I don't know if y'all ever heard me say, man, it's hard to think and play at the same time. That
You know
shit
what I'm
has
saying?
to be on one
And
accord.
because some players, like for me, you know what I'm saying, I never was the biggest player on the court.
Yeah.
So my whole time out there, I'm thinking,
It's
Right.
IQ.
I gotta think to get on the court. I
Right.
gotta measure. Here go a good pass.
Right.
I gotta swing it. I gotta take a shot. So that's the only way I know how to play. I never had the advantage of I could take off and then just get the rebound.
That's it.
and-
Right.
yeah.
Chicago, similar to St. Louis, we play a different brand of basketball. We play that pressure. Like if you weak, it's not gonna work. Like that type of pressure of defense and how people just get up on you, that style of play.
True.
These guys from out west and LA and all of that, they not used to no pressure either. So
Yeah,
I noticed that
the
when
city game is different.
it's a city game. It's a New York kind of like that too. But it's a city game, and a lot of these guys are just like on AAU teams. They play on good teams to where they never got to be the difference maker in winning and losing, and they not playing for wins and losses. They getting rewarded for like just being cute or jumping high or just looking like a certain thing. The potential. A lot of people getting paid off potential versus what they do, and they didn't play in college. They didn't really play no comp in high school because they stacked.
Because what it is, like back in the day, a little bit more, you had to prove it.
Period.
Zach LaVine didn't prove shit at UCLA.
Nah,
you don't even remember Zach
I was just about to
You
say,
don't
I was
remember
going to
that.
ask you what college
he
he went to. Right.
For him to go to UCLA and you don't remember him doing shit,
Did he leave after 1 year?
yeah.
Man, they
Okay.
probably didn't go to the tournament or do nothing. I mean,
Wow.
You know what I mean? Crazy athlete. And, you know, he did get his game together. Shout out to Drew.
yeah, Drew taught him some moves, but he just got some moves and can score.
He's a Drew handling guy too?
Yep.
yeah. I don't know if he's
Drew.
still working with him.
Him.
Don't seem
he
like
is.
it.
Now, he worked with him this summer. Him, Wiggins, Bill. But it's a difference. Bill having 40 for real.
Right.
His team just sucked. But
Right.
he really could play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't have no. It's like Drew be giving them a game, but then they still got to apply it.
True.
And
Yeah.
so it seemed like Zach don't know when to apply it. Like his shot selection
His
and just
shot
different
selection
stuff.
is
Like
terrible. He think he Kobe. You see, I call him Kobe Levine.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those shots, it's like you don't have to make the shot that hard. Like
Kobe
you can,
played defense too, and that's something a lot of people overlook about Kobe game. It's just like Mamba mentality. You just want to shoot. It's a whole nother side of the floor that
You're not having no impact on. Zach LaVine don't got no chase down blocks.
to be the highest jumping nigga we'd have never seen
None.
Man, I watched him against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
passing lanes.
I put the highlight up. I'm like, as much as Zach talked about, he hate people talking about his defense, and it's like, this is the effort you give. You let fam just, you tried to fake play the pick because like you thought you knew, and you let Colin Sexton play you.
Come on, man.
And then he drove past you and kicked it to the corner. Then you try to jump and block the three and foul a guy. It's like
that's a perfect example. Colin Sexton is a hooper. Yeah. Even though he under the younger
no doubt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Hoopers like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying earlier.
That's real.
Those guys are used to playing, like when we came up, you had to win or you wasn't going to play the rest of the day.
He wasn't.
These guys in this AAU, they lose. They play the next game in 40 minutes. They play another game.
Or you just get selected. Oh, come on, join our team with other 4 niggas.
And another thing, something that Steve Nash talked about on Knuckleheads podcast. Shout out to Knuckleheads. I liked it. But he talked about the world's so much smaller now to where like you got more access to be around other players, so you don't appreciate. Like, if you around an NBA guy, like Steve Nash was like, I was really studying these guys because I don't really get a chance to see these type of guys.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now everybody know each other, everybody friends and stuff. If you the guy in Chicago, we not cool with the dudes from New York since 6th grade.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I see you in high school, I'm really on that.
I'm
trying to kill you.
No, that's real.
I'm trying to kill you.
Like you said, you would have thought Harry Giles and Jason grew up together, but it's like they did because of AAU.
Right.
Yeah,
the
they grew
world's
up across the country.
Right.
I'm texting these dudes online every day and like they my friends, but like
we a small fraternity.
You don't be hanging out with the guys from out west because you from the south side. Like but now you could be in LA and dude in New York and we the best of friends on some hoop stuff because we them guys that's ranked and all of that.
That's why this shit watered down like it is, man. You know what else I watched James Harden torch up the Bulls the other night. Man. And then I watched last night I was watching the replay of the Rockets and Clippers game.
He was killing the Clippers.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But that style of play,
it's not gonna win.
Nah, because the Clippers still could have won.
They were in the game.
The refs did some bullshit at the end. Like,
see, I left out before. I left out with. Oh, you talking about the Doc Rivers situation?
Yeah, it was like a 2-possession game, 1-possession game, and Pat Bev was like denying. He started really getting up on Jamie.
They just called him foul.
They just was like,
it was weird. That was a weird
and that kind of ended the game. But go ahead and say what you saying.
James Harden is no doubt.
Cold.
It's no question about his ability to put the ball in the bucket. He got every move in the book. He got a handle.
Empty to me, though.
It feels 100% empty. I'm like, I just don't like that style of play. So you saw his interview with Stephen A.
Yeah,
and he asked him about the criticism and all that. But it's like, man, you looking for fouls. Like you shoot the ball, you can't guard them.
Yeah,
because they're gonna. It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
I don't like it because it's like, and this is my argument with it, and this is a real thing that people are overlooking. When it gets down to the playoffs, it's not necessarily that somebody may stop him from playing, but when you play with somebody and you're just watching them play. So let's just say you got to take 20 minutes to see how hot you are.
Right.
Now I haven't touched the ball. I haven't done certain things. We're just watching you play.
Right.
So now when it get down to the playoffs, he not going to have 40 4 times in a row.
Or 12 times to get a championship off.
You know what I'm saying? To get to the championship, you got to win 16 to win it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like he's not going to average 45 in the playoffs.
Right.
Or if he does, he's just the greatest season ever saw.
Right.
But it's just like the odds are he's not going to do that. So now, what the fuck you think PJ Tucker finna do? What's Austin Rivers finna do?
If it ain't
What's
a corner three.
McLemore finna do? What's Daniel House?
Shout out
What's
to Ben.
Westbrook finna do? Right. Them dudes ain't in the offense.
It's just crazy to me. Like he'll shoot, like he'll dribble, shoot the three. They get the offensive rebound, they run it and give it right back to him for him to do the same thing. It's like I've never
it's too
seen
much
this.
Respect for bro to me.
It's way too much respect.
Like, and I don't get it.
And Russell Westbrook, if he shoot one of them nasty ass threes again, man, I'm just tired of seeing. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna put it up last this season. I'm getting low on Westbrook, bro. Like I love him, but I don't know what be going on. Like I don't get it.
I think Westbrook. I like Westbrook a lot. I like how he play. I just think that
his intensity
is like. Unlike a lot of the players I've seen before in the NBA.
They don't play winning basketball.
They don't play winning basketball, but to me, I think if he would put that mentality on defense, Now I'll be like, okay, well now their team's a little bit different.
And they getting entitled.
You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, okay, James gonna do what he gonna do. Westbrook can score 16, 17 in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, just on the nightly, just from being athletic. But if he was like, nah, I'm locking niggas up this year. I'm screaming at niggas. I'm really doing, give me the ball. Now you talking about a totally different team.
Okay.
He not trying to do that, though.
Because something I did notice about the Clippers game, too, is like, y'all, they act like they won a championship when they beat them, and they barely won. He had 47, and the refs kind of took it away at the end. Kawhi wasn't playing hard. He didn't even try to guard you.
He's not playing that hard.
I didn't like the Russell Westbrook talk shit about Pat Bev because like he didn't hit one shot on Pat Bev. I watched that whole game, bro. He didn't hit. He was 0 for 6 against Pat Bev, bro. Yes, he was this transition on random ass nigga on this light skinned dudes.
Mo Harkless.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's all the scandal. What's the dude's name? Be out there airballing and shit. He got curly hair. He looked like Austin Rivers and he was giving him 25 and shit. He wasn't doing that. They wasn't taking that game that seriously to me. Like it is no PG, and he not giving PG 40. I'm sorry.
Well, PG and Kawhi played tonight for the first time.
Oh, they gonna both play?
Yeah, tonight. So we finally get to see.
It's getting scary. I like with Bron and them on, but the Clippers.
The Clippers are the most scary team in the league.
Especially the Lakers, obviously, but
because they can win it without PG.
Personally,
you're not an AD believer?
No.
As far as what?
Like when it get down to the get down, okay, it's 5 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter, they looking for AD to be like that guy
to take
I would
over.
say my thing is he don't have a game. He don't got no bread and butter.
What's his game?
It's like I got everything. It's a lot of stuff on the plate, but nothing necessarily is
that I can go
tasty.
to.
Because,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. You got a lot of Boston market on the plate.
Exactly, but it's not. He was the best player for Kentucky because he was like
playing deep.
It ain't nothing coming. It ain't no layups. I'm getting every board. It's outlet. I'm running hard.
And he shined away from.
I want to dribble
step
too
back.
much.
He out there doing James Harden shit, and it's like, bro, that
shit huff.
Okay.
Try to lay it. He need to get the ball every time, and it's like, lay it up, bro. Every time you get the ball, he need to live at the line.
Yeah, I don't really care for AD posting up 15 and 16 feet away from. Like LeBron can do that because he can put it on the dribble one time and be at the rim.
Yeah,
like I don't want AD. I feel y'all on that. And I get what you said. I'm not an AD. I'm not really an AD guy myself. He's from the crib, so for that fact I am. Yeah. But I'm not really that high on AD. He'll get 26 and 16.
He's not top 5 to me. They be like, AD a top 5 player. I don't think he's top 5. Because
I feel like if I was 7 feet, I'm going to have 20.
So who's top 5? LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi, PG, KD? Or Pete?
Harden. I give Harden before PG.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is moved. This last
KD. With KD. A healthy KD. LeBron, KD, Kawhi.
Giannis. Harden.
Okay.
And then that next 5 to me, I go AD. I go healthy Steph. Healthy. Now it gets started dicey. Bro. Like that 6 to 10 is dicey.
A lot of it be stats. It don't be winning. Like people ain't won enough for me, bro.
Like is Jimmy top 10?
I got Jimmy B.
Yeah, think about it. Took that deep breath. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard.
But at least Jimmy like
Dame
more competitive because I would say Jimmy ain't never not
I would
won.
give Dame. I would give Dame top 10 off of them
and
last year.
Won. And niggas act like Dame not playing with nobody. Like, I no offense to CJ McCollum, but he's not no all-star.
Right.
Yeah, he an all-star because he played with Dame in real life.
But he never made an all-star team?
Oh, I thought he made it last year.
Oh, no, he definitely ain't made it.
Okay,
he ain't no all-star.
So.
I'm saying Brad is friends with people, and he at least made an all-star team. Mm-hmm. Well, like CJ ain't even made no all-star team.
I don't think CJ McCollum could do what Bradley Beal did with Washington last year with John Wall out.
Yeah, a healthy Klay Thompson. Exactly. Klay Thompson is top 10.
Yeah, I like Klay Thompson.
Arguably,
I'm giving Klay top 10.
He top 10.
Yeah, I can get that to Klay.
But that's the thing. Like, it's hard for me to put James Harden them above them because it's kind of unfair because it's like, shit. We know that he could score with the best of them too, and he really playing D, and he really a winner. Like, he was finna, before he broke his shit, he was finna wheel them niggas to the championship last year. You know what I'm saying?
Clay don't get enough respect.
He got a different level.
Clay is the reason that they won them championships.
And niggas hype Steph and take Clay down when it's like they more closer to being on the same level.
They are on the same level.
Than anything.
I agree 100%.
That's why Steph get his shit off.
Steph got the MVP,
agree 100%.
but they on the same level though. Like people want to separate them, but they on the same level. It's not no difference for real.
I agree with that.
I'd be willing to put a healthy Clay in that top 5 because it's like, it's tough. But he got D and he really got.
I say this. Clay beat the Thunder. Clay ended the Thunder because they was up 3-1. Clay had like 50 on them.
When the lights is on, he be carrying them.
And then he carries them.
Even when they had KD, it was times where people get spacing, like we finna lose. Clay Thompson was like, fuck that. We not finna lose.
Have a third quarter, he had like 15, and then it's like, okay, now it's just settled out, and now we
just
go
in a
ahead
different
and win.
role.
And he got that pedigree. You know, his pops was one of them 80s Lakers guys.
Yep.
So
his brother, a professional athlete.
Right, his brother played for the Cubs.
But mentally, when we get to the top 5, I look at people mentally, where they at and where they game be. And you know, I want to see KD come back healthy so he could show what he do. But I
love watching Brooklyn lose. I don't know why. I love watching
Kyrie out the top 10 for me, bro.
He was in the top 10.
Well, people be acting like he in the top 10.
He wasn't in the top 10. People thought he was, but he's not in the top 10.
But he
showed that last year with the Celtics. I mean, I understand, you know, he has some personal stuff.
Right, personal.
So, I'm not judging him off of, and I think Kyrie,
a good person.
I think they over exaggerate a little bit the mood swing stuff and him because he's an eccentric guy. The nigga said that the world was flat, so he already on some whole other shit.
But I'm saying he ain't show. He is a dog, but he's not a leader. And when it's win time, he has hit big shots. But
he's not a leader.
And also, I think people get caught up in the theatrics. Like, he got the wicked ball handling. He got the fillet. He can finish with off the top of the glass. He got all of, you know. But I mean,
he's
personally,
still only averaging dubs.
I think I was going to call him Ben Gordon. Kemba Walker.
Oh, Kemba.
I think Kemba Walker is a better...
It's clear.
Yeah.
No, it's the same squad. It's clear now.
And like I said, we done seen him be like, I go to this school, now we finna win. Fuck that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen that out of Kyrie.
Kemba took Charlotte to the playoffs.
And Charlotte is Huffington Post.
With Al Jefferson. He was in the playoffs with Al Jefferson.
No disrespect to Big Al, but
that was an old Al Jefferson too. You know what I'm saying? But come on now.
I agree with that. Kyrie was, when they were saying top, I'm like, Steph, Dame, Kemba Walker, then Kyrie for me. Like,
I agree.
You know, this is before this Boston Celtics thing. I just mean the eye test. I'm an eye test guy. It's like all that shit is cool, but when it come down to it, Kyrie can get a bucket. He can finish the shit he did in Cleveland with LeBron. That's his role though, because he was secondary.
He's a two,
right?
And he's the perfect second guy,
right?
And people don't want him. Like he wants to be a point guard so bad. He's a two guard. Okay. That's why LeBron was pissed at him because it's like, nigga, you don't be having assists and shit. That was the whole thing. Y'all remember, it was like Kyrie had 3 games in a row, like no assist. But you want to be the point guard and shit, and LeBron wants to pass. So he was like, that's strange. Why don't you just shoot every time?
You get 25 shots a game.
And he was like, nah,
I'm not into the scorers that shoot 25 times the average dub. You not no great scorer. I mean, you could get hot and you a half 50 sometimes, but you not really no great scorer. I mean, I will give Jamie that is like he a scorer. He could not be hitting and still have 30 something because he gonna get to the line.
He gonna lay it up sometimes. Right. He got all 3 levels.
But if you career average 22 and you a great scorer and shit, you shoot 25 times again. Damn, man, killed this little lady.
Yeah, he did.
But you know,
watching the Georgia Auburn game, it's a lady actually laid out.
She hasn't moved.
She hurt.
Damn.
And these guys are gonna show it again.
Yeah.
But
football.
Yeah, man. I'm just not high. I'm not high on a lot of people in the league because I don't be seeing the winning aspects of their games.
Yeah.
And then like you said, and when you say that, true enough, it's a team game.
It's a team game.
But we can see the winner in you. Because that only one team is gonna win the ship. But we can see the winner in you.
In a losing effort.
You play winning basketball.
I was the kid in high school where it's like that. I might be averaging 17 because we suck, but I'm trying to make the plays for us to win.
Right.
Where I could just come out here and try to have 30.
Right.
And then we
be in
gonna
the
lose.
paper.
We gonna lose for sure.
But we gonna lose by 30.
Right.
Whereas like that, we lost by 15, and it's like if you was watching the game and you know basketball, I was like, damn.
100%.
He could really ball. And that's what people too caught up in the stats for me. Like
100%.
I was gonna say
it's a lot of money going
any young
around.
Players
though,
that you like a lot.
You know who I like, but I'm kind of.
Damn, they taking this lady out. They had to get the stretcher.
Yeah, she ain't moved, bro.
Damn.
They done killed that lady. We done ruined the episode. Rest in peace to this lady.
Man, this lady is not moving. I ain't.
It's Georgia Auburn. Yeah, she got
But
took out.
the young people I'm high on in the league.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about Trae Young, man?
I like him a lot.
I like Trae Young.
And
Really?
he winning.
I like Trae Young.
He's showing that like, man, he out there with Bembry and them. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But
Bembry and them.
You don't know.
Bembry like one of their better players
Vince
on the
Carter's
team.
one of
Like,
their better players on that team.
in real life.
You know what I'm saying? And Vince Carter played in the 90s.
Collins done got caught with the loud. I don't know what Collins did. Or he HGH. He taking hormones.
Tripping, bro.
And he just could dunk. He not really
Wait
like
a minute, Joe. Vince Carter would be done played in 4 decades.
4 decades come January.
99.
That's impressive.
09.
19.
He done played against your boy that
20.
you said left him at the light, and then
Right.
That was
is he playing with
He's
bro?
playing with Trae Young.
Trae Young was born in 98, 99. In real life,
Vince Carter is.
I think Trae Young was born in 99, bro.
John Moran was born in 2000.
You know, I had a life by then. I was, I had a girlfriend.
I'm saying like this. I'm 29. I don't remember Vince Carter playing in college.
Wow.
Not till when we coming home watching it.
My first real college was like when I really started watching college was when UConn won.
With who? Ripping them?
Yeah.
Okay.
With
Rip and
then
Alamein.
Michigan State won. Yeah, Alamein and then
Mo
Michigan
P.
State, Mo P won.
Okay.
Then Duke won. By then I was a
Okay.
Duke
Tap
guy. I'm watching now.
Okay.
Like I'm fully aware.
We on the bus talking about this
I
shit.
remember Kobe. Like when Kobe came in, I was like, that was my first. Like Shaq was my first favorite player.
Okay.
So like, I'm all about Shaq. Shaq is my favorite player of all time, and everybody know how much I love
Really?
LeBron. Shaq is my favorite player. Any day you give me a number
I
one
definitely
pick.
thought it was LeBron.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's saying a lot. You give me a number one pick any day.
The Diesel.
I'm taking Shaq every single day.
Over Big Mike?
2001 Shaq.
That
Any
okay.
day.
Okay.
Any day. Because it's just like,
Yeah, because why wouldn't you?
who's stopping that?
Nobody.
That position, 2001 Shaq,
Yeah.
nobody stopping
Like, lucky
that.
niggas ain't had no nutritionist and shit. And could, You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was real lucky Shaq that had no analytics.
Man,
and
he was doing Dikembe Mutombo so wrong.
Come on,
and
man.
Dikembe really got deep.
Oh, man,
man.
he was holding his own, but Diesel was putting 40 and
Come on,
20
man.
on the man, Joe.
Man. Every time.
Damn, okay, Shaq. I didn't know that. I thought LeBron was your
Trae Young
guy.
for the young
so,
guys,
yeah,
though,
Trae
man.
Young. I like Trae
I
Young.
like
I
Ben
think Trae
Simmons,
Young
but I don't know yet. I like Ben Simmons, but I like his. But yeah, I feel you. It's something about Ben Simmons that's off to me, and he gotta prove
It's
something this
something
year.
off about Ben.
But they are winning. He has changed their franchise for him to be 20.
I think
I
think him being an Australian.
Yeah, he under the white man.
is-
If he was from Cleveland or something, he'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
But Luka,
Yeah, but it's the Australian
Luka
thing.
and
Luka
Trae
is
for me.
hard. Luka is hard. The only thing with Trae Young to me is like, it's it's a different era. So when he's, what do they call it when they
Nutmeg.
See, I can't go off that. I mean, that's cool because it's cool and he
You see
catching
who he
niggas with
nutmegging
it.
though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like in the old school, man, the next play down, he'd have caught an elbow to his neck, and I bet you he wouldn't nutmeg nobody else.
Nah.
I think Trae Young got heart
because I think so too.
I think because for him to do that, it's like he's saying like y'all some bitches.
I think he-
100%.
Yeah,
I
like,
think he tried to nutmeg them too. Trae Young that, bro. He
Trae
pulling
Young
up from
crazy.
half.
Tis
And he
that.
been doing it though
No,
his
that's
whole
real.
time.
That's real. Now, I
He
can't
don't give
take
a
nothing
fuck,
away
yeah.
from that, but I'm just saying like that just lets me know.
how soft the league is.
Yeah, damn, they done got her on the stretcher.
And then killed this lady.
Damn,
She ain't
Joe.
dead, but she fucked up.
Nah,
That's
she
a
ain't
rough
going to
semester.
class next week.
Yeah, she got the Auburn shit on, and they lose. Auburn got to win now. They owe it to her now.
Damn.
But yeah, Trae, man, the nutmeg, and it's cool. It's cool to watch.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, back in the day, man, somebody would have elbowed him in his chin.
Yeah,
the next
for sure.
time down. But again, that goes to show about the how things have changed. Like
times have changed.
This
Times have
basketball, you can't play defense. Ain't no hands. It's like, how am I supposed to stop you if I can't touch you?
Yeah.
I don't have to foul you, but a hand check, like if you, I can't.
Getting the play.
It's like, so of course Harden is gonna get 40. Again, no disrespect to him because he's still doing it.
But something I will say about the NBA, and they lie about this every year, but they ref the playoffs differently.
They let you get back to normal.
They ref the playoffs differently. They can say what they want. They can act like, but the playoffs, they don't.
It's real different. Basketball.
It's gotta be.
They ref it differently, and so that's why I'm like, it don't translate.
Well, the season you go to NBA game, it feel like a play.
Yeah,
it feel like you at a play, like a Broadway show.
But when it get down to it, that's why it get down to it. It's like, the playoffs. That's where
then it's like a sport again.
It's like a sport again, and it get more competitive. So I would say for me though, my favorite young player that I like watching right now is Shai Alexander.
He was my most improved player for this year.
Okay,
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai is nasty.
Yeah. Oh, he's too nasty.
He gets to the cut when he feel like
his little cousin raw too.
The Pelicans.
I like him.
Yeah.
His
I don't know his name.
Something Alexander. They got the same.
That's
what I guess they grew up together.
Come in shooting up all the balls.
Shooting all the shots. They not shy.
No.
I like them.
They got heart. I like Ja Morant. He's showing me a lot. Ja Morant showing me a lot.
Ja Morant. I said that to you on Twitter. Ja Morant is like Iverson Child. Like watching him, it's just like.
Seen him the other day, he did off the wrong foot, the around the back layup.
It's just like he's just fearless street ball, but he know how to play though.
Right.
That's what people try not to give AI. AI was well coached. AI knew how to play.
Right. He was a
just
winner.
had a street style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, Ja Morant is like got heart. I'm gonna go out there. He doing whatever it takes to win. And he be winning.
That's real.
That's an example of a scorer who, he a volume shoot, but he average 28.
Yeah.
These niggas be volume shooting, averaging dub.
Then it's like, bro, you just shooting a lot.
Be 11 or 25 from the field, and you got 24.
And that's what Kyrie running up on now. You know what I'm saying? Is you're not the young player anymore, bro. You want to be like bro, you was in college almost, and you was in high school last decade. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you was in Duke in 11. You know what I'm saying? We almost running up on that. You not the young player
so that's
like
something
that no
interesting
more.
to talk about is like say the people in our age, like in our generation, y'all starting to get older in the league. Now what? And there ain't nobody proved nothing still yet.
What's the name of Harris? The best player our age?
Steph and them.
Kawhi 09. He graduated the same year I did.
That's true.
Okay.
John Wall and them not on shit. Kawhi is like, I'm the best. He the best player our age.
Yeah, John Wall. Get him out of here, bro. I'm glad that shit over with. I'm tired of that shit. No disrespect, but like,
yeah, they should have traded, bro.
I'm so over that shit.
He making $40 million next year, ain't he?
Man,
making so much money.
I would have amnestied that man if I was the. I swear to God, I would have just took that on the chin because I got the bread for it. Get this nigga. I don't even want you at the facility, bro.
Damn, bro.
How you at the house done spray tore your Achilles at the house?
Busting the moves.
Busting doing the Dougie.
Dancer, doing the Dougie.
Man,
doing the Dougie.
If you hurt and you left, get this nigga out of here, bro. I would have said, nigga, as a white man, get this nigga out of here.
Damn,
Brad, I'm sorry. We done let you down again. You gonna just have to have 40 again.
I'm maxing Brad out, and you just.
So Brad, what he signed? Didn't he sign a
3 years, 70.
Yeah.
So he can't be a free agent till after till next year.
I think
it's not getting more about the business side. It's not gonna be a lot of free agents. Everybody signing them deals. So it's like this year it's not no free agents for real. The free agents are people like Gordon Hayward.
That's why Melo pickup was big because it's like he the only guy out
It's
here.
not no free agents.
Ain't nobody
up
in the pool.
Everybody gonna be taking
on Brooklyn.
So then next year it'll be people back on the market again. But it's not no free agents now.
Brooklyn did tweak. They should have took Melo from the jump.
They should have got Melo because one, if especially they was gonna lose, it'd have been good PR,
more entertaining.
He fit their locker room a little bit more, I think, too. Just on some like, I'm gonna go out there and play hard. Well, like Shumpert not finna help the team none. He don't got no experience like that as a leader.
Melo still could have been a franchise player for them, and they could have been in the playoffs.
Yeah,
if
D'Lo took them to the playoffs.
I think they shine Shump because of Kyrie. Cause it's like you gotta keep a hold on Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie a head case. You know what I mean? And it's like he not a leader. So it's just like now they invested so much in him and they're the worst in there.
Yeah, these niggas are last,
the Knicks and the Nets. And
That
is not why they got Kyrie. They did not think
the Nets are that bad.
Yes.
Bro.
They are last.
You seen them have 50 the first game, they lost.
They did lose because he tried the and one.
He did the goddamn
pull up.
3x2
He just
move.
straight up.
Yeah. So it's just like it's rough, and people gonna be, and that's what I'm saying. Now LeBron is exiting.
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Having 50 and losing.
Somebody else is now going to, like, people just took for granted he just was in the finals for a decade. Somebody else our age now got to come up.
It's Kawhi. Kawhi's here. He got PG. That might be. I ain't gonna be disrespectful. So take this. I had the preferences, but like Jordan Pippen, can they be like a duo? And they really got dogs. They got Lou Will, they got Montrezl Harrell, they got Pat Bev.
Lou Williams is a Hall of Fame basketball player.
Arguably one of the best coaches in the league.
Understand that. Doc Rivers is a Hall of Fame coach. So it's just like
Chicago guy, ain't he?
Oh yeah, Doc.
Yeah. So yeah, man, the league is crazy right now. So right now, but you got you got any favorites? Who do you think?
I like to wait, man. I like to wait until it gets a little deeper into the season. Injuries can mess up one injury sways the whole thing. So I like to wait 20, 25 games. Give everybody a nice little chance.
At least till Christmas.
Back.
Can't really tell a lot of teams till Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas, maybe the New Year.
Yeah,
and then, like you said, a couple more pickups. Like we said, Portland's been struggling. They lost Collins and Nurkic and Al-Farouq and Harkless.
Yeah, they just lost their whole squad.
Right, and then they picked up a food for less Hassan Whiteside.
Oh my God, I hate Hassan Whiteside.
Oh my God.
I hate Hassan Whiteside too.
And Kent Bazemore is cool, but nah.
He ain't really got no better since he got the league.
You can't win with Chance the Rapper on your squad, I'll be honest.
I'm interested to see, where guys are 25 to 30 games in. But right now, man, it's looking like it's coming out of LA.
Say one of the two.
Yeah, it's between them two for sure.
I'm not how I'm actually down this year, and I was a big on him. I'm not high on KP. Porzingis, not high on Porzingis. My stock for me, Porzingis then dropped a couple notches.
I never had any.
He's just a good
thoughts
player.
about. Yeah, I just thought he was regulation.
KP was it seemed like he got all the skills and the stuff to do it, but now that it's like expectations of him to do it, like him losing to the Knicks twice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, that's it about y'all. That's it about y'all.
Because Luka out there playing every game like it's the championship.
Luka be on one.
Luka be hooping.
And it's like, he not good enough to be the second.
So Dallas lost to the Knicks twice this year?
Already.
I saw the one the other day in the Garden.
They lost to them in them Knicks. That's why when they played Cleveland, they had just beat Dallas. At Dallas, came back. Okay, we playing Cleveland. This is a time to take us. And they got a step further. Right.
You
know what I'm saying? So that's why they had to come out and be like, "Now, damn." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
they ain't gonna try to fire a dude. It ain't even fit.
They gonna fire him. They gonna fire him.
It is what it is.
Yeah, they gonna fire him.
That's just how their organization is. Like, be real bad. Get a nigga for a couple years. Fire. Act like it's his fault. Do it again.
Yeah, it's like maybe.
That's just how
and then they put themselves in a position too, to where it's like. They can't. It don't even make sense for them. The best players coming out are going to be guards, and it's like it don't even make sense for them to get Cole Anthony like that because they already done committed to RJ Barrett being like this
whoever
lead
finna
guard.
Get Cole, we could transition to college before we wrap it up. But hey, I like Cole Anthony. Might be. I said when I seen him in high school, I think he the best guard I done seen at his age since D Rose.
I agree.
Damn,
Cole Anthony is the truth.
He is. That game he put up at. That first game in Carolina. I mean, and he been hooping with the pros for the last
That's all he been doing.
Years.
That's all he been doing.
Greg Anthony, because he know how to teach his kids how to hoop.
Yeah, Greg Anthony
really taught his son how to play. Like,
I don't know if y'all Greg Anthony was the truth at UNLV.
Yeah, I was too young for that.
Oh yeah, Greg Anthony
was, but not like.
I ain't seen him to the league really. Like,
that's my first real taste of watching him play. No,
Greg was a dog at UNLV,
but he showed that in his son. I believe that because I can see it. You know what I mean? Because that boy nasty.
So before we get out of here, we're gonna do our stereotypical. Let's go your two top fives. I need your top five hoopers, and I need your top five MCs.
Okay. Yeah,
my top five hoopers. What you top five?
I mean, just personal. Just
your personal top five.
If I had a tip to make a team.
Yeah, give me your team. Make a team.
Cause all right, cool. Cause that was gonna be one of my. If I was I was gonna ask my next NBA guy, whoever I talk to, for their top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my top 5, I thought about it hard, man.
Okay.
AI at the 1.
I like it already.
Big Mike at the 2.
I like it already.
Sheesh.
Man, I was. See, it's a new era, man. So, you know, with this positionless basketball thing that they
don't
got
subscribe
going
to
on.
I don't believe in that.
That's fake.
Backcourt does not believe in positionless basketball.
We live in real life. So that's what this show is.
AI,
Yeah.
Big Mike. I'm going to go with Larry Legend at the 3, man.
not mad
I was
at
going to
that.
say KD, but I'll take Larry Legend at
I'm
the 3.
one of the people that believe, since I know this, I personally think Larry Bird is the best shooter of all time. Being
Me
a shooter
too.
myself,
Me too.
It's I get so upset. Like, Larry Bird is clearly the best shooter of all time.
I think so, too.
It's not even like a question to me.
Yeah, me
but,
too.
Like, I get the Steph. I get
I
what
get
they
all of
like.
that, too. I
I
get
just
all
seen a
of
clip
that,
of
too.
him
but-
doing what's my boy from Atlanta? He did him
Neat.
dirty.
Yeah.
Man, the game
step
after
back.
that, he told them people, I'm going to score 40 all with my left. Y'all seen
Yeah.
that?
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Come on. So, my bad.
Your 3.
French
Okay.
league.
AI, Big Mike, well, Chuck, Big Mike,
Legend.
Larry Legend. Man, at the 4, I'm a damn near have to go with Mr. Duncan, man.
That's real. Big
Going
fundamental.
with Mr. Duncan.
Ooh, I like that.
I love KG. The mailman was the truth. Sir Charles was the truth.
Yeah.
But I need Mr. Duncan, man.
Sometimes when I want to piss Kobe fans off, I tell them about how Tim Duncan better than Kobe. How Tim Duncan the best player of his generation. But that's a whole nother comment. But that really, if you really want to piss some people off,
Hey.
and they can't argue with
They
this,
can't- that's
all
what I was gonna
they can't
say.
More
argue.
MVPs, more final.
Come on.
Just as many chips.
Come on.
Just as many. Hey, I mean,
I'm taking big fundamentals, man.
Okay.
When I need, I
Yeah.
need my guy. Like y'all said, we from that era. I need my 4-man to work that block.
yeah.
But
And
if
he's
you need
7
him
feet.
to step out,
You hit
I
it.
got glass work. I got
Glass.
jump hooks.
Yeah, all that.
Lefties.
All that.
And don't come. I'm
The
getting.
glass work.
Come on, man.
He might be the last person I done seen really have it like that.
Come on,
D-Wade
man.
tried a little
D-Wade.
bit, but
D-Wade had glass work.
but
From
not
a
like
guard.
Timmy though.
Timmy
From
has
a guard position, yeah.
Timmy has serious glass work. And at the 5, man, I'm taking the Dream.
Not marketing.
I'm not
You're not
taking
taking
no.
marketing weekend.
He can go back to
This
Finland.
nigga out here
actually.
doing
I saw them.
V-cut threes.
I saw
Look at
them
this.
play. I was at the game when they played the Lakers. That's when I had tweeted out he's a bust. I felt. You know how you watch somebody play bad and you be like, "Nah, I know you're not that bad." I almost felt bad for you. It's like one time.
This might actually be a good game because they both suck.
One time,
That's why I'm
marketing
at the
came
crib.
down and just threw it to the other team. I said, "Not marketing."
Yeah, but like y'all was saying earlier, man, Laurie, like, he's married. He's got a kid. He's only 21.
shit.
So, and I'm not making no excuses for him, but I'm just saying, like, he's living a totally different life.
Yeah, he ain't
So I'm
tripping off this
I'm not
shit.
sure how much of a gym rat. Like, if you're in the NBA, of course you are in the gym, you
Yeah.
get your shots up, but I'm not sure how much he loves the game. Like, say versus whoever loves the game. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
about his energy level. I'm not
It's
sure
low.
about his passion.
It looks like this his job. He going to work.
He needs
Yeah.
to. You know what he look like? He needs to go back overseas and play. That's what he looked like to
Full
me.
of Nico Mirotic.
Yeah, he just needs to go back
home.
overseas, go
Yeah.
back home because it's like it didn't work out at Arizona. I hate Arizona coach. What's his name?
Yeah.
I hate him.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, I hate him. He's a cheater. And everybody's a cheater, but he's just a blatant cheater.
True.
And then watching him in the NBA, it's just like no energy. It's almost like he looks scared. Almost.
I think so too.
He looks like legit scared.
And
out
then
there.
they said he has 2 weeks ago. It came out a couple days ago that he has I'm not sure what the actual injury is, but it's something with like his hip
Okay.
or something. But they said this 2 weeks ago.
Well, that makes
so it's
sense.
like, well, then sit him down.
Yeah, hopefully he hurt because he looked terrible.
He looks terrible.
He looks terrible.
He takes a lot of threes. He doesn't go to the rack.
He's 7 foot.
7 foot.
Enough about this
He's
lane.
exactly. So top 5.
Hakeem.
Chuck, the Dream. Chuck, Big Mike, the
Legend.
Legend, Mr. Duncan, and the Dream.
Why the Dream at the 5? Because you got Kareem, you got a lot of different people.
Let me start there. No disrespect to my old guys, Oscar, Jerry West. They're in their own world. So when we say the greatest ever, I don't mention them.
It's your personal top 5, so I'm just asking.
I don't mention them at all. Like they're in their own world.
Yeah, okay.
Like I started from when I started watching basketball with Magic and Larry. Yeah. That was like Dr. J was even the 70s. I'm talking about 1980 and above. 80s so I started with Magic and Larry. So that's why, but the Dream, man, I watched him, man. The footwork, the defense, defense is such. Again, I'm a defensive guy.
Yeah, you said,
right. That's how I got on it. So I understand the importance of it. So if I got Mr. Duncan, and the Dream up there, and I got Big Mike, that's why I can have AI at the 1. And AI, Chuck averaged 2.2 steals.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he in the passing lanes.
The legend averaged 24-10. The legend averaged 10 rebounds on his life.
He did.
Didn't have an athletic bone in his body.
Did.
And 6 assists.
And 6 assists. That's
and 24.
nasty.
And shot 50, 40, 90 damn near every year.
Yeah.
He was a hooper's hooper. And coming from Indiana.
He was a basketball player. That's the basketball player, Larry Legend. So that 5, I mean, it's another 5 that I'm sure could match up with, but that's why.
He didn't even have to work out.
No, y'all defense, that's a strong
defense up top.
And the O is crazy.
Because you could say, your only liability is like Larry.
Right.
Potentially, depending on who you can match up with.
That's cool. Come on, Larry. Olay, come on down to the right.
It ain't nothing. It ain't no
Mr.
layups.
Duncan in the Dream.
It ain't no layups.
Yeah, that shit did.
So
ain't no second chance points.
None of that.
You getting all the boards.
And Michael Jordan locking up. So he at the glass throwing shit out the you know what I'm saying?
Not like Big Mike didn't average 6 of them. He kept 6 in his back pocket for the hell of it.
Because whoever the wing player is, you could put Larry on whoever the weaker wing is. If the 2 or 3, it don't matter, Jordan.
It's locked up.
Right.
It don't even matter.
Right. It's locked up. So let's just go to top 5 MCs.
I already know Nas at the PG.
Yeah, hell yeah. Esco running the squad. Damn, that's a good one, man. Top 5 MCs of all time, huh?
Yeah, just give me your 5.
You can say 80s and on. I mean, that's hip hop, but
damn, man. He said that's hip hop, but and I feel you. Trust me, I feel you.
Yeah.
It would be hard for me not to throw Rakim in there just because that's how, like Public Enemy, Rakim. I mean, Kool Moe D, LL Cool J, that was like the first rappers that I liked. But like Rakim and Chris and them, KRS and them was like, man, what?
I could listen to KRS-One just talk, man.
Yeah,
like his wisdom just
they was like, them was the niggas you like, huh?
Yeah.
Like that made you Chuck D.
Yeah.
Like fight the power. Like they was talking that shit. Yeah. So it was like Big Daddy Kane. Like all of them guys was like cool G rap. It's like
they like the foundation to what rap became.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So out of all
the
of them,
monotone style and all that,
I would have to throw Rakim in there just because I feel like it's disrespectful to not throw him in.
That makes sense to us. Like you said, you don't gotta explain Rakim.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't gotta explain that to us.
Yeah.
So hey.
But then after that, now it's like
you got 3 people left.
It's like what the impact.
Yeah.
The skill level is like...
Give me skills. Let's go skills. Like, just give me based off more off that. Because like you said, you go impact, then the game change. So it's kind of unfair.
Yeah, it's like them Pox and all that shit. It's like, that ain't really Biggie and all. That's like, them niggas not in my top 5.
Okay.
But like Raz Cass.
Okay.
Like if y'all ever heard Soul on Ice.
I've heard it. I ain't like digested it like that.
Now you can go back and listen to Soul on Ice.
Okay. All right.
Powerful.
Okay.
Like, he just released Soul on Ice 2, last year. Damn. Listen to that shit and it's like Raz Cass is like, Razzie. And then it's like, how can I not say Scarface?
Real. That's real.
How can I not say Scarface?
That's real.
Just for whatever the hell reason. How can I not say Face?
Yeah.
I
would argue that Scarface might be one of the first rappers to really rap about mental health.
Period.
On like a high level.
Yeah.
And it was like,
whether y'all caught it or not.
Yeah. But that's what his whole damn near
I
shit
remember being
was.
a kid. I remember a
100%.
cold day and being in a truck and just hearing that shit. for the first time and just being like, this shit is like
something else.
I'm like 7. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like
resonating, Joe.
Yeah.
Like you.
I don't want to get out the car and go to school. I don't want to get out the car. You know?
Right.
Different.
Yeah.
And then I try to,
That's a real pick.
trying to catch like, the South, the West Coast.
Yeah.
So I got Razzie from the West.
Okay.
I got Esco and Rakim from New York. I
Gotcha.
got Face from Texas.
Okay.
It's like, how could I not have a Chicago nigga? It's
Gotcha.
like, so of course it's gonna be Common.
Common. Okay.
Just for the strength of Common off my block.
Okay.
When I heard it's a rap off 87th Street.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
so he
up?
was really around your way.
What?
Really running
Man,
this.
we call him Rashid. His name is Lonnie Rashid Lynn.
Okay.
So we call him Rashid, but we call him Rosh.
Okay.
Like I used to bring Rosh to the gym to hoop, and niggas be like, "Gee, that's Common." Like, yeah, nigga, that's Rosh. Nigga, like, so he was like,
This my guy for
yeah,
real.
like he
yeah.
became one of the guys, Joe. Like
Right.
I heard this shit in hype. Can I Borrow a Dollar was his first album.
Right.
When I was 16 at Mount Carmel, one of the guys came in. He's like, man, this nigga off 87th Street.
And he was one of them members too. And he
wasn't gang. He wasn't like
Right.
that. But yeah, he was
He was
one of the
respected
foes.
across
Yeah.
the board.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He was off 87th. You
Right.
had to be plugged with something.
Yeah,
Right. So
true.
he was with the foes. But then for him to actually become one of the guys and like hit me up like, man, y'all hooping today? Like, Gino, I need some shoes. G, you got some, remember this? I don't know if y'all was up on the One Day It All Makes Sense album. He was talking about it. He had this 3-part series of songs, and he was talking about niggas breaking in his crib and niggas stealing his hoop shoes, and he was talking about they were some Iversons, and it was cool as hell because he'd hit me up, ask me, do I got some shoes, and I'd be like, man, I got some Iversons, but just a nod to the old to his songs, but it was just cool as hell for him to become one of the guys, man. Then for him, like Water, to grow, like Resurrection.
That's what I got on him. I was of age.
we came
like
up
Water
with
for Chocolate.
That's his best album to me.
Okay.
What you think, B, with Kanye? But see, it's different because
It's a different sound. It's a
Production.
different thing.
because you don't know Common from where he started.
True.
Yeah.
So I watched him come from B-Boy to Resurrection. I used to love her.
Yeah.
To One Day It All Makes Sense, Lauryn Hill, CeeLo, to Like Water for Chocolate.
Like Water for Chocolate was like his championship. I'll give you that.
It was. But no, B musically,
yeah,
B is his best album.
But
like
you
if
just
you go,
saying
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
No,
a
that's
peer
not a question.
That's
You
what I'm
saying
talking
it as a peer of seeing
Like
his
Water
progression.
for Chocolate was like
it resonated. No, that's when he took a step.
he took
it
a
was
step.
like, I'm here.
He made a right. He
I'm here forever.
Dilla,
Yeah, no, that's what
Black
I'm saying.
Milk, and all of them
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. That because I was a kid, my mama bought that CD, and it was like, I was like, oh damn, I don't know the back, but I'm like, this is good as hell.
Is
Right?
he-
I'm aware, like this is good as hell.
Right.
Is he like the one? I'm trying to think. Like, is he like the only real, like super real God MC? Like, I mean, I feel like Lupe and them, but like, is he the top God MC from this area, from the Midwest period?
God MC, you meaning like a lyric, like
Yeah, and just even being in that, you know what I'm saying, that mind frame to where he got an aerial view of some shit in a way that other people don't. To like his like you say, his growth and development as an
he
artist
took
and a
it.
man.
He's
You know what I'm
been
saying?
around. He's got the longest tenure outside of Twister, but
Outside of
Twister kind
Twister.
of never really.
He had a moment.
Yeah, he never really.
Kept it.
Yeah, he never really set in stone like he's
Twister.
one of them guys.
Because Common is still like B-list at minimum.
Yeah.
In the country,
No, he
yeah,
could put out
if
an
not
album. Just
A-list,
put out an
but
album.
it's just it's what kind of person he is. Take him to the acting to
he got
where he took his
Oscars
career
and all,
to.
you know, so
Yeah, I would give it to him.
yeah,
I would
Common,
give it to
man.
him. Even you think about the Midwest, I'm thinking of Detroit, I'm thinking of Cleveland. I'm not St. Louis.
Yeah, it was like outside of
thinking of-
Kanye, it's just like when you get to lining people up, his career, what he been able to accomplish and move around and do. I remember we had an episode, we had to show him when he came to St. Louis or whatever, we downtown and shit.
Yeah.
And he performed and he shut shit down, you know.
Yeah. And that was
So-
later Common. It wasn't even like he wasn't like young. It was like 09.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 10, 11. Like he still was shutting it down.
Like I
Like,
said, my junior year, nigga, this was 92, going into 93 when Can I Borrow a Dollar came out. So
Yeah.
that's 25 years ago.
yeah.
And he's still
Relevant.
Rosh. And when you see him, he's still the same guy. That's
He
the
humble.
best part about it. Like
That's real.
He never changed. Like he never changed. So
That's real.
Scarface, Common, Rakim, Esco,
Razzcast,
and Razzie Kazzy, man. I mean, I'm sure I have, you know.
I mean, you could.
Who your six man? You could put somebody off the bench if you want to, just for the fun of it. I mean,
who is like your personal favorite that like might not be on somebody else's list of the top 5? You know what I'm saying?
Razzcast. I know, because I know when niggas hear that, they gonna be like, who? Or the niggas again.
That's true.
Those who know,
Razzcast
they
is
know.
that. Razzcast is
I feel like
that.
for me, I feel like Dom is like that for me.
Yeah, that's him. Dom Kennedy is that for
Whereas
him.
like people would, if you ain't of a certain age, you never gonna really get into Dom. Like,
yeah.
My kids have never had no reason to know who Dom is.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
But
okay, I get what you're saying.
But he really is what was really in the mix with everything that's going on.
That's true.
And even rest in peace Nipsey. Now it's like, oh, well, Nipsey is at the forefront of that, but it's just like they was really like all
of them
together.
guys,
that together.
All of them. But I'm telling you, man, it was the time I be telling everybody: Currency, Dom, Fred, Nipsey, J Rock, Kendrick, J Cole.
The blog era.
Yeah.
Period.
And
They
it's
was
like a
all-
lost.
That was when we was in high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was our like okay. They the people right above us.
Okay.
Like Wale.
Yep.
Drake,
Yep.
technically,
People like
Drake,
I
Cudi, they all
big brother.
Kid Cudi, man.
They
That's
right. I had just
That's
said.
I saw that. I saw that. I meant to ask you about that too, because I can't deny it.
I said, yeah, my reasoning behind saying Kid Cudi, people don't follow my IG, but I said Kid Cudi to me was the artist of the decade.
Right.
Because, and I don't include people like Kanye because he already been an artist.
Okay.
Like, of course, you could say Jay-Z, you could say a lot of people.
Right.
But Kid Cudi, to not participate in social media for real, which is a big part of people's career.
Real.
For him to influence young people younger than me, like how he does. Like I was working with, shout out my boy, happy birthday, Calvin. Calvin was born in 2000 or 01, something like that. He just 18 now, so 2001. He's 18.
Damn.
Just graduated high school. His birthday the day before mine. So it's just like he was so influenced by Kid Cudi.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I know I was a freshman at college. Senior year, Kid Cudi dropped his mixtapes. For him to still be putting out music, just so I'm at Complex Con. Stadium, there's the packed.
No doubt.
Motherfuckers is like, he performed with 21 Savage and all these other people, but no, it's Cudi. You know what I'm saying? What he influenced on fashion, his music, his
Because
style.
everybody else
like,
they age in that blog era, besides the street niggas who really just pop moving in a different lane the whole time. He the only person that got through with Drake in there. Like it was like Drake, Walla, they was all on that
them.
cover.
He did Wizard. He did Kid See Ghosts. He could rap. He dropped a classic first album. He did all the shit that you would want. He
Okay.
just unconventional.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, he's just not finna have 30, but it's just like, he the reason you going to the chip every year.
Kid Cudi.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
he Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, he Ginobili. Kid Cudi Ginobili. Where it's like, we're not winning the chip without Ginobili. I mean, it's great, but he Hall of Fame. He the best from his country. He won Olympic gold that one year.
And he a Midwest nigga too. That's
he a
something that we
Midwest
can't
nigga.
overlook.
True.
Like niggas don't make it from here like that. Like on that level, you know, or don't get as much fanfare. You don't identify him or where he from, or everybody else could
And
come
at
under
the
a certain
time,
act.
That's true. You
Kanye
wouldn't
gave
even
him the stamp. And at the time, Kanye was the level. It was
Okay.
like in 2008, 2009, it was Kanye. It wasn't nobody else for real. Jay-Z kind of was aging out. He was kind of going through his like transformation to what he is now,
Right.
for real. But it was like, I mean, Drake just got booed off stage.
By some kids.
By
By some kids.
They
And
say
they said,
and the
get this
weekend
nigga up
before,
outta here.
I was in a complex
That shit
time
made my
with
heart
white
smile,
kids.
man.
And they was going crazy for Cudi. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think Complex Con would have booed Drake neither. Like, you know, but
Yeah. Right.
I'm just saying, I know for damn sure they wouldn't have. If Kid Cudi
It's
would have been
the
surprised,
ethos.
they
Yeah,
wouldn't have
they'd have
booed.
sent it
It's
up.
the ethos.
Right.
Cudi touched people emotionally, like they're dealing with that depression
Hell
and dealing
yeah.
with the things he was dealing with. He really was vulnerable, and like a true artist is. Whereas, like, with,
ain't faking that
with,
shit.
with Drake catalog, you really like, what are you talking about?
He went at
It ain't
Drake and Wale
like-
and them.
Yeah, he said they
went
was
at
fake.
them.
He put that on blast first.
That was 10 years ago when he went at them. So it's just like, hey, it is what it is. But
Yeah, let's wrap up, man. We
wrap
on
it
this
up.
mug.
Gene,
I appreciate
go
you
out
guys.
your socials and everything so we can make sure people follow.
Man, follow me personally, Twitter at Stay Humble. That lets you know how long I've been on Twitter, because you know that name would have been taken immediately. So I was
Yeah.
definitely on Twitter, one of the
real.
first,
Real
the
black Twitter.
originators on the real, right?
Yeah.
Real black Twitter.
Follow me. Follow me and my partner Terrence at
Shout out to
Tomlin
Terrence.
Does It. At It's the Bigs on Twitter. At It's the Bigs on Instagram. Facebook, thebigs.us, and just Google The Big Sports. And man, you can find us in every locker room around the city.
What about the podcast y'all got too?
Man, we got a pod. We got two actually. We gonna resume. We were doing one called Rocking with the Bigs with our Mess marketing family. We're gonna resume that in the new year. But until then, we got another one that we do with the Bulls called All 82.
Yeah.
Where we do a post game after every Bulls game. So that's on YouTube. We trying to basically make a hub for all of our content. So we do have a website, www.thebigs.us, but YouTube, we do a lot of social media. So like I said, just Google The Big Sports, and man, you can find us any and everywhere, man.
All right. Well, hey, it was a great talk, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime, brother.
Yeah. So, hey, it's the Backcourt. Esco, T, Souls. Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Apply your knowledge to self.
Oh, yeah, Tanel, you got to give us your...
I'm gonna just keep it simple. I'm gonna just be like, apply your knowledge to self, man. Everybody got a bunch of information. What you gonna do with it? Can you take that information and make it an action? That's my challenge to all my people. Young OG.
Young OG. Yoda himself, Tanel.
Know thyself.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Peace.